Oh yeah, it's really nice down there.
It was.
Yeah.
Really?
When I moved here, it's like they kept on calling these mounds of dirt hills. It's like, what? That's not a hill.
You get into a little bit of hills in South Oklahoma, but yeah.
Well, okay, that's true, but I'm sorry, but if you'd have hills that don't
I call them the rolling hills, like out in East Norman. Yeah, like whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There's like one hill in all of Indiana that's above 1,000 feet.
Oh
and yeah. And the Boy Scouts run up and down it to, and it's a man-made hill to boot. And the Boy Scouts run up and down it to to get their merit badge.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you're sitting in Madison, Indiana, in a hotel on the third floor above the Ohio River. Yeah. Okay, maybe it wasn't 1,000 feet, but it was doggone near 600 or 700.
I'll give you that. Yeah. Yeah.
Where were you? What city?
We were in Madison, Indiana. Clifty. It's called Clifty Falls State Park. Clifty Falls State Park. And we were on the third floor of the lodge, which overlooks the river, and the river to the left, as you look out the window, and to the right, it overlooks one big ass power plant that was built in the 60s to support the nuclear power program.
It's in the southeastern corner of Indiana.
Yeah, you were way up.
It's not really
kind of south.
So go figure.
Yeah, southeastern corner. Yes.
Yeah. It's not really a corner though, because it's yeah.
I grew up in Kentucky, and we used to go across to Indiana sometimes, but I never went that far east.
Well, wasn't we there's that I say fairly new, probably 40-year-old bridge from Madison over to the Kentucky side.
Yeah. Wasn't there a big wreck down there? Was that no, that was a Chicago. That was the Cincinnati bridge, wasn't it?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
There was a big wreck down there, and actually it wrecked the bridge. They're gonna have to reconstruct part of it. I think it's down in right around that area. I don't know if it's in Ohio or if it's in Indiana. I don't know.
I didn't know about that.
It was a mess. Yeah. It happened right after you guys left. I'm suspicious of that.
Well, it's probably either I got blamed because I did it, or because it was something I should have done and I didn't do it. So
yeah.
I'll take it, as long as it's not going to put me in jail for the rest of my life.
You're married. It's okay. You get blamed for everything, right?
Are you recording this yet, Mark?
Nope.
Mark's known me long enough to not record me.
You're both wrong. It started at 6:36. So
okay. So what you're saying, Mark, is this is going on the Christmas special then, right?
I just got my earphones back on when you said, "Are you recording this?" So I have no idea what you're talking about. But yes,
well, you can go back and look, because it was being recorded.
The last 3 minutes are there.
Hey, Mark. Plausible deniability.
Unless somebody has money involved in this, and that can be bought.
Well, sort of kind of.
You take PayPal.
He likes Bitcoin,
Yeah, well, I could buy some.
Let's see. Peter, co-host. There you go. Share away, sir.
Yeah, I got to find the right screen.
I was actually at the grocery the other day, and they have this thing where you can dump all your coins in, and it gives you money, and it'll actually give it to you in Bitcoin if you want. I had no idea how to get Bitcoin, but you can actually change all your penny collection into Bitcoin.
They'll just print out a little code number, and then you're off and running until you lose the code number.
I've never seen a coin machine that would give it to you in Bitcoin. That's pretty cool. It might be a good, interesting way to get started in Bitcoin.
Yeah. At Winco.
Okay.
But you got to have a wallet built up first, and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
There's the lightning
otherwise
map.
You go crazy. Oh,
I took
my house?
I took a picture of it.
Pretty close. I just unplugged
So-
all my antennas
Really?
because
Okay, so where are you located?
I'm
Me?
right here. Let's see. I'm right.
I'm here and Mark is here.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right here.
Downtown Norman is here.
Right.
Okay.
I'm at this little yellow dot here to the left of his mouse is where I live, about 500 feet away.
Right there is you.
No, well, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
south. Oh wait, that's yeah.
Yeah, that's 9.
Yeah, that's it.
You're up there to the right, Peter.
So what are the enlarging circles telling us?
That's the supposedly you'll hear the thunder when that circle hits you. Now it's
Oh, this is very slow, delayed. Gotcha.
so it's close, but
No, it's not slow delayed. That's real time.
no, that's real time.
You can
'Cause
see
it's
it
the
before you can
thunder.
hear
It's
it.
not. Yeah, it's thunder. It's not lightning. So and you can see it fades
Oh,
out.
okay. Yeah, you're right, because it is that slow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha, buddy. Sorry.
And
That's cool.
it's pretty close, but there's a lot of variables in the atmosphere and
Like the wind.
like the wind and other things, and so it's not that great.
Oh, that's a pretty hefty front you got going.
Oh, okay. So that's
that's
fairly real time. As is this flash. You hear the boom.
Yeah,
It's-
the strikes are not delayed very long at all.
2.1 seconds.
2.1 seconds. So that's probably right. I mean, it's mostly internet delay.
Well, it's from when
Late
the
to
time
duck.
it happens to the time they actually the big delay is when they decode the audio. The audio comes down to them. They compare the audios and then squirt it back out to you. So round trip is 2.1 seconds. So if you're more than a half a mile away from the lightning, you will see it before you hear it.
Yeah.
Each one of those-
It's a really neat and this is all crowdsourced too. This is guys that have receivers set up and plumbed to the network and
Nice.
yeah.
Is OU's up and running? Can you see that?
Yeah, it's right there.
But is it running?
Apparently. Well, we can
Was
watch.
it on
You'll
the
see
dock?
it'll draw a line.
Okay. I was gonna say if they don't have one, I was gonna put one in, but
Oh, I think we should.
it was down for 2 or 3 years, and then
Yeah, Doug had one long before he got sick, and I don't know where that data is actually coming. That could be coming from something NOAA, but
Well, Peter, I keep trying to grab this map and drag it down and look at my old place where you live.
lightningmaps.org.
Which no, okay, I can tell you where. If you follow if you go to the left of Lake Dirty Bird and
Yeah,
follow that diagonal bridge, follow the bridge across
yeah,
to the last
Alameda.
road where you can go north
yeah.
and go
Which
about
is
3
108th.
108th, and you go about 3 roads north.
Is
There-
that
that's
where you
I
were?
was?
Oh, okay.
Timberline.
that little
Okay,
U
I
straight.
thought you were off Highway 9 back in the day.
No. I was north of Dirty Bird.
Okay.
that
Well, I'm off
U-shaped road.
108th south of the lake, so
What
You're off
are the,
108. Yeah. You probably live
that's
close
100.
to like.
I'm sorry, you're 120th. This is 108th here. This is 120th. Sorry,
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
yeah, this is 108th.
you're probably close to my. No, I'm trying to picture the map there. There's a little.
Well, zoom in, Peter. Or you can't, can you?
Oh no, that's okay. I can zip off
I can
the.
zoom in.
I got
Oh,
two screen. I got 2 screens. I can. Oh, okay.
A lot of lightning out in the Atlantic Ocean out there.
Yeah.
Well, I just wonder how they're monitoring that.
Radio, brother.
Radio, yeah. It's
Radio,
what, 15,
radio.
15 kilohertz range, something like that.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
they,
crazy like
you
that.
know, triangulation via sensors is a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Go to blitzertongue.org and you can read all about it. It's pretty
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, this is
So-
fed by that. So
So what are the red and blue lines that radiate from the?
those are the lines to the stations that heard that lightning bolt.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
crazy.
one of the
So what
colors,
is red- yeah, what
yeah,
are
one of the colors-
designate?
one of the colors means it was used in the triangulation and then the other one
Right.
was not used.
Right.
Oh. Okay.
I think they triangulate with 9, if I remember right.
It's pretty cool.
It is.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, you I mean, it will pick up anywhere in the world.
So,
Good old days, if you did that kind of stuff, it would crash.
Well, it's pretty slow right now. So those are all lines from previous strikes, and they fade out over some period of time. I've got the sound on here, and it makes a little click every time there's a new strike.
I like the click. It's a cool click. It is a cool click.
How do you get it to go smaller than the United States?
Zoom in, eh? They're over on the left side. There should be America and all that stuff, and you should be able to zoom in that way. I've been to this site before, so it knew where I was. But
or plus and minus on the top left of the video.
Yep. Over here, there's a zoom key.
Supper calls. I'll be back.
Well,
What's for supper?
Yeah, what's for dinner, man?
Well, some sort of beef and potatoes and gravy and stuff.
Oh, you are
that
in
doesn't sound
Michigan.
bad.
We'll be over in a little bit.
You are in Michigan.
Come on up.
well, it must be on the free page because it doesn't go any smaller than that.
Well, don't know.
There we go. Sorry, I got stuck on the little small screen. I was trying to get back.
All right. Well, y'all can look at that yourselves. Let me do that. We can go back to normal mode.
Oh no, I was like on a eighth of a screen. It was my fault.
Oh, look, Paul's there. Hi, Paul.
Greetings.
How's life on the Queen Mary?
Very smooth ride. Little rain and storms out there, but it's otherwise a smooth ride.
Very good. Any of you fine folks use hotspots for DMR?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I do.
Have you seen that you need to put a password on before next, what would that be, next Monday? Or
Yeah,
you will not be getting in?
Security, yeah, I put it on there. Put one on mine already.
They
You mean change the Raspberry Pi password? Is that what you're?
No, what is it? The Brandmeister security accounts or something like that.
Yeah, it's on I put it on the top of the Oklahoma DMR page at w5nor.org/OKDMR. But it is it's the security code. Basically, what they're trying to do is keep somebody from stealing your ID
Identity.
and use you to do bad stuff.
I was getting
self-care. What do they call it? Self-care. Hotspot security is what it's called.
I unplugged mine. It's been unplugged for a while. I was getting these emails from Cox telling me that my system had been compromised. And
that was nice of them.
And then I got blacklisted. I could get into everything except the U.S. Post Office. I couldn't log on to the post office.
For the DMR, for the Brandmeister?
Well, I don't know. I just unplugged everything. I mean, I turned every computer I had off, and it's a computer, and it was on my internet. So I unplugged everything, and I haven't plugged it back in. But slowly but surely, I'm plugging them back in, and waiting to see what happens. Figure out which one of my devices has been hacked or whatever.
Yeah. Do you have a router that might tell you some of that stuff?
Well, I didn't, but I do now. Remember a couple of weeks back, my router died on me, so I got a new one. I think the new one will give me some better info, but I'm kind of just not time to figure it out yet. I got it all, priority was to get it hooked up and get it in and get us back online. So.
Did your router die, or did somebody load different firmware on it so that they could do things with it?
I think the router died, but
okay.
That was during the storm, right?
Oh, okay.
I think it happened.
It was. I don't know. It actually it's weird. I have two of the same router. I had one that died a few years ago, and so I bought another one just like it because I really liked the range and everything. The Nighthawk. And so I bought another one just like it. And the second one, like we call it Nighthawk 2. Nighthawk 2 died. And so I grabbed Nighthawk 1 and plugged it back in and it started working. And I'm like, well, why did I get rid of it to start with? I can't remember. It's been so long. I can't
Maybe
remember
it
what
was compromised.
Can't remember what it was doing. And well, then it re-died. And so I ended up having one that the Wi-Fi part worked, and the second one, it was the LAN ports went out. So now I've gone a different direction, different company. And,
That looks like a space station, not a router.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like some kind of like, and it highly rated and it gave me really good range, but better than with my new one. But don't know. I mean, I've got surge protectors. I don't know what else. So, but anyway, may have been something that came in through Cox too, but it didn't do anything to my cable modem. So.
Yeah, you'd think you would get that for, unless it's power supply. And I've burned up so many power supplies. I've got a lot of little fiber to Ethernet converters, and man, those power supplies just last 6 months at most, and poof, off they go.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so I've got 2 now in my junk pile.
Excellent. With soldering lessons, you can learn how to solder on those. That works out well.
I really need to figure out what to do with old equipment. I've got tons.
Just dump it down and put it in Carl's front porch.
Is there used to be, no, this is used to be a long time ago, the monthly computer flea in the UKC area. Now, admittedly, that was before this Corona bullshit. So I'm sorry. Did I say that?
That's man, I don't.
Boy, that doesn't ring any bells.
Dallas had one.
Wow.
Dallas had one.
Did, yeah.
No, I think there was like a local one. It was like a little. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of another town, but I thought there was a local one. Maybe I honestly want to say weekly, but I think it was monthly, and it was like, the problem was it wasn't really well publicized, but yeah, so maybe I'm thinking when I was in Cleveland, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Not ringing bells.
I went to Dallas.
I know for sure we had one when I was in Cleveland. We had a once a month. Wasn't really a ham fest. It was a computer flea. You know, you paid your bucks. You got your table. It was very low buck, and but we had a ball at it.
Well, I've got just a bunch of stuff, and it needs to I just don't want to put it in the trash. I don't want,
Well, put it on.
I completely get that,
dude. Too many people.
Sam, what do you got?
Oh, like these 2 routers. I mean, I've got 2 old computers, 2 old tower computers sitting here that I pulled the hard drives out of, and
Peter, put it on Facebook, and somebody.
Hey, Sam, I'll take it off of your hands.
There you go.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'll take it all.
When I worked at Francis Tuttle, we had this our IT. They had a pallet with this big cardboard box on it.
Yep.
And anything, I mean, it could be anything electronics, TVs, anything you put in there. And we had a company that came and got it. And, they did whatever. And I mean, the deal, at least the way I was told, is if they could sell it, then we got a piece of the action. And if not, they made sure it was disposed of properly, not just sent to a landfill. So I used to take stuff there, but I didn't get it all there before I retired. So I've still got...
Well, heck, you can find somebody to stash it in there for you.
I don't know. They're all virtual now.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, can't even go back for lunch. You can't go on campus. So it's,
I saw a TV ad last night for something like Got Junk. Or
1-800 got junk. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, they've been around a while.
Yeah,
Yep.
a long time.
It was that same
various-
God Awful Green. Yeah, that's right. What's your zip code?
Oh, I bet you they'll service any zip code.
What's your zip code, Sam?
Oh,
Sure.
73078.
Yeah, but you got to pay them to take it away.
Yeah, I think they charge.
Yeah,
Well-
they do.
Oh, that takes all the fun out of it.
Yeah, it's no fun.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, honestly, I've still got 386, 486 computers. I'm not ready to throw them away unless somebody, until somebody wants them.
If it's a
Well, that's
32-bit
what these
board,
are.
I won't even look at it anymore.
Well, no, I think I got a 386 with 16 mega memory in it. Which
Now,
is,
wait, now, do you have the 387 Crow processor?
I don't remember whether it does or not. However, it's absolutely awesome for programming old Motorola radios.
It's pretty much the only way for some of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. In fact, I had a 486-100. I had to clock down back down to 25 to make it work.
Oh, Motorola.
This was for the old
Rib. Video
HD
interface.
600s.
I've got ribs that work on Windows 10.
Oh, yeah, but for certain older
Well, now they
radios-
do.
Yeah.
Certain older radios, it doesn't work. So,
It should work on any of them, but we'll see.
yeah, well.
Bring them over. I got one. So, Mr.
Okay, I had
Richardson's
to get
in
rid of my
Vegas.
background here, but this is one of them. This is
Oh my!
one of the computers that I don't even remember.
Don't hurt yourself there. Jeez.
Yeah, it's
Hey, if it ain't heavy, it ain't nothing.
That's right.
it's got the old style hard drives. I don't know anymore because I used
IDEs.
to build
MFM.
this stuff and
Oh God, MFM.
buy new. I used to put new motherboards in this stuff and everything, and now I'm just like I'm just going to the store and buy my computers.
Oh no! Got to build yours.
Sam, seriously, I'll take it off your hands, all of it.
All right, we'll figure that out, Mark.
That'll work.
Oh,
You guys should be careful about saying stuff like that. Nick, I'll come down there to Oklahoma with a truck full of old crap.
Bring it on, man. Bring it
Oh
on.
jeez.
Bring it to me, Don.
I just might, Mark. Be careful.
You said you were going to come visit.
I'm not going to have time to load it up before this weekend, but there will be other visits.
Okay.
You coming down this weekend?
Besides, I have to clean all the porn off them.
how do you think I pull all the hard drives? Don't want anything out there.
Yes, I will be down there Monday evening.
Wow.
Residence Inn Airport, OKC.
Same old.
Actually, I've never been to that one, but that
What?
particular one. But that's the same general area.
Taking an FAA thing?
Yeah. Yep. Learning a voice switch, which is the thing that the controllers have next to their radar screen.
Yeah, it's called
Which
push
gives
to
that-
talk. I'm familiar with it.
Well, yeah, I'm explaining this for everybody else. Gives them their phone lines and their radios.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
I
Yeah, I know
think
you know
just
what it
push.
was.
Not just push to talk. then, is
I
it?
think I had one of those old foot switches.
No,
Yeah.
no, this is nothing like that.
Yeah, these are sorry. Yeah, getting excited here. These are touch screens. Allows them to select what radios or what phone lines they need. And yes, they still have foot switches for push to talk. That's old technology, and that's probably never going to go away. They got foot switches, or they got the belt switch, the switch on the phone. And but yeah, it's that allows them to select what radio or what phone line they need to talk to
Whoever they need to
the
talk
aircraft or the other airport they need to talk to.
Where they let off on the button and curse the pilot.
That was the.
Trust me, I've heard that.
Remember when the guy put the plane down on the Hudson River in New York City?
Yep.
Yeah. Sully.
Oh yeah, that must have been. Oh crap, he did it.
But the tower tapes were just the most interesting thing to listen to, because he was calling all the airports to see if he could find a place for them, and you could hear the ring downs working, and I thought,
you pulled. So did somebody pull a F foil on the tapes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
That was back at the time. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they did. It just like. I wasn't that into it. I was like, he did it. I'm good.
It was really interesting, because, as you know, there are a lot of people in New York City, and there are a lot of airports, and he could evidently just touch that button on that touch screen and talk to whoever.
I agree with
they may all be on the same frequency.
The pilot couldn't.
No, these were telephone. He was calling other towers by phone.
Oh wow.
Oh okay.
I like when he said, do you want to land at Teterboro? And he says, I don't think I'm going to unable. I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
And he goes, where are you going to land? He goes, in the Hudson.
Yep.
And he goes, what'd you say? In the Hudson.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn good decision.
Yeah.
As it
and
turns
the guys
out.
at ATC are like, I haven't even had my coffee yet. Dadgummit.
I really wanted to watch
I picked
that
a bad
movie.
day to stop sniffing glue.
I think it's hilarious that he was a glider pilot and he actually knew how to do it.
Yeah.
It's worth going and listening to. It was pretty interesting.
It's on YouTube. It's on. They've still got it on YouTube.
Okay, because it was nice to hear everybody knowing how to do their job and doing their job.
Oh yeah. Well, and I have my glider ticket, so I kind of understand how it is to just slow it down and slow it down and slow it down and just plop.
Yeah. Well,
Although
you
gliders,
basically do that. You basically do that when you land anyway. You just, you basically stall it out right over.
But on
preferably at a really low height. Dude. But
yeah, you're more like 38 knots when you do that in a glider.
Yeah. That's where I started out. I did gliders before I did.
Okay.
Power.
Fair enough.
It scared me. So.
No. Gliders made me realize that you need to get down when you need to get down.
Well, I'll tell you my scariest glider story. I was coming in for a landing with an instructor pilot with me, and this little Cessna didn't see us, and he pulls out onto the runway, and he's doing his run up, and my instructor goes, "Give it to me," and I just took my hands off the controls, and he literally dropped it in right in front of this Cessna, who I think urinated all over himself. But
he should have done.
He had to get down, and we hit hard, but he had to get us on the ground in front of that guy before he started his takeoff roll, or we were going to be in real trouble. Like probably running right up his rear end.
Yeah, so. You really can't push all the handles to
see if we can get a picture of this
panel on those.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Is that showing up backwards or is it showing up right?
No, it shows up right.
It's showing up right.
It's backwards in your
America States United.
It's showing backwards to me.
No, it's
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Should I left it up there?
Yeah, because I want to steal that and steal your identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, my social's not on it, dude. Good luck with that.
Darn.
And you already know my name.
Doesn't get paid enough to steal anything from.
If you don't know my name.
That's
you got Wilbur and Orville on the back.
Oh, okay.
You got to have something to steal something. You're right.
Now, it does say I'm English proficient, which might be, shoot, I'm trying to hold that steady here. Sorry.
You're not doing a good job.
Yeah, I know I'm not.
Fly those hands.
Mike Richardson, are you still in Vegas or are you just faking it?
I'm just faking it.
All your money's there?
No. Just the son and grandsons are out there. We didn't do any gambling this time. Last time we were out there to see them.
Oh, cool. Cool. Did you get any radio, any antennas up?
Oh, I've got my my VHF antenna. I've had that up for a while. I do have a question on You know, my Yeasu I've got
Thank
here,
goodness.
the 991.
Oh my
I know enough about that to be dangerous.
Oh my God.
So I'm curious about the C4 FM option. I've fiddled with it a little bit. I got it to connect to one of the stations. I think it was W5MEL, I think it was.
Yep.
But that's as far as I got. I couldn't make any contacts or.
That's the
Crossroads.
Crossroads. Okay, I didn't realize they had a Yeasu YSF system up there. That's cool.
That is really lowly populated. There's not very many people on it, but man, there's some cool technology there. Peter Core's got one of those, and he's got a lot of time on it. But you can actually know how far the other person is away from you, and as L kind of stuff, so you can figure out where they're at. It's cool stuff. Did you get into any of that yet?
Oh, no, I haven't. Like I said, I was able to connect to the connect through it, but I wasn't. That's as far as I got. I couldn't make any contacts. Couldn't talk to anybody. Couldn't. I did hear a couple of guys talking on there, and I tried to grab one of them before they left, and I'm sure it's operator error. I've got something set up wrong, or wasn't holding my mouth right, or didn't have my hands crossed or something.
If Peter comes on, we can ask him. I've not played with the Yeasu stuff. I wonder if it's an issue like on D-Star, you need to register with U.S. Trust, which is not a big deal, but otherwise you can't use the network. You can use local stuff. DMR is similar. You've got to have an ID number that maps to your call sign. And I'm just wondering if Yeasu has some similar type of deal. And I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But Peter would know because he's been using it. So
yeah, Peter or Duane Angles.
Yeah, Peter's likely to be on here tonight at some point.
If we say his name 3 times, he might show up.
Is that how that? Oh, okay. I was not sure how that worked.
Yeah, that's it.
So the other question I've got is Mark. I think you mentioned in your email back to me about Echolink, and so I've got that app downloaded on my iPad and on my phone, and I've got it registered. And I think I've got it figured out how to use it.
Okay, fire them up. We've done this before, and it's kind of fun. There's a station called there's a conference called Star WX _ Talk and that's usually a good place to go.
Yes.
Hide. So what was that again?
Star WX _ Talk Star. Mark, are you going that way?
Yeah, I've done that before.
No, I mean, do you have yours hooked up right now?
No, I don't.
Well, pull your phone out. Come on.
I don't even have it on my phone.
What?
You were like the big Echolink guy.
Yeah, well, I just never put it on this Android phone.
What was that again? Star WX
_ Talk Star.
Let's see.
Too many stars.
Star WX _ Talk.
So is that something? I mean, cannot connect.
In other words, asterisk.
Asterisk, yes.
Yeah, asterisk.
For you new kids.
Yeah. Asterisk WX _ Talk asterisk.
So it's a Skywarn.
Yep.
NHCnet.
Yep. National Hurricane Center.
Yep. Now that's a good one. That's
right now, there's a good-looking guy named Mark Klein already on there.
Yep.
So it's broken, is it?
Oh, there's Sam. Kiss him.
Yeah.
Okay. What am I doing wrong? Apparently, I can't. It says I can't connect.
Mike, you're there.
Never mind.
K5SRJ.
There it is.
You got to be patient. I know that hurts.
You got to register your call sign. Do you not?
No, he's there.
He's on.
He's there.
Okay. All right.
He's on.
Okay. Got it. Sorry.
LOCQ. This is N5HZR.
Get a loop going here.
Oops.
Loop de
Everybody hear
loop
me?
de loop.
Did you either one of you guys hear
So
me on
you
that
can
or no?
text through this too, can't you?
I don't think
I don't
so.
know how to do that. But
I don't think
Let me try that.
so. Maybe. Never thought about it. Yeah. There you are. I see a test, baby. Look at that. I learned
Nice.
something. I can go home.
Nice.
Oh, man.
I was just glad somebody asked a technical question.
I am too.
oh,
Well, I've been trying the last couple of sessions, but you guys seem to be enjoying the sidebar conversation.
No.
Just rattle on top.
Yeah. Butt right in. We're
Oh,
just
my
keeping
gosh.
the finals warm on the repeater, so.
Nice job, Mike. I'm go home now. I'm home now. I can go home. I'm learned something. I didn't know it did text.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned this, Mark,
That's
because you said the space station had been doing some contacts through Echolink. So I went and found the app and downloaded it.
Not contacts, but repeating the audio.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I was told yesterday that they've turned it off temporarily. They're making some changes on the station. They said they would. They said they'd have it back up either Friday or Saturday this week.
Yeah, they're reconfiguring. We actually did a test out in Tecumseh on Saturday.
You did?
We built the whole satellite rig, and it was pretty cool.
I remember having to do that. We did a dry run one night.
Yeah, that's what we did, was dry run, and we did not talk to the space station because they didn't do a pass, or we didn't listen. But we followed AO50, and man, I've always heard about ASLs, and it follows the thing over.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting there watching it is just cool as all get out. I had it. I got it on video somewhere with. I had it on YouTube. We were streaming the test, and 22 element beam that was on top of the tower, and it just rotated as an L and followed the antenna. Followed the satellite as it went across the sky from -1 degrees to -1 degrees. And that was kind of cool. But we hooked up to a PA system. We got a wireless mic going into the ICOM radio that talks to it'll be a VHF simplex contact to the to the station. Actually, to split simplex is what it is. We've got
Clayton, I sent you a message.
We've got the downlink frequencies. Don't have the uplink frequencies yet. But that was kind of cool. We were trying to test it. And they were trying to get some distance, so I had them swing it around to the west and shot it towards 06, and picked up Phil for a test on Saturday. And I said, give me a radio check. And he said, oh, good, clear audio, everything's good. A little bit of background noise, and the guy running the radio, while Phil was saying a little bit of background noise, grabbed the power knob and quarter turned to the right. I said, how about now? He said, oh my God, it's clear. So I don't know, we were putting up probably 80 or 100 watts out of that thing. 22 element beam, right hand circular polarization, coming at the 06 machine. But yeah, that could be fun. It's going to be 2 weeks.
When is there?
A week from Friday.
A week from Friday. Okay.
And we just got today, just as I was driving home, we just got confirmation that, let me see what the text says here. Tecumseh High School Electronics and Amateur Radio direct contact via K5THS. The scheduled astronaut is Victor Glover, KI5 Bravo Kilo Charlie. Contact is go for Friday at 1833 Zulu. 78-degree pass. That ought to be a good pass.
Yeah, it'll be a great pass.
That'll be a great pass. It's like these guys know what they're doing. It was 68 degrees when we started, before the Crew 1 got up there, and then they did a burn 2 days after Crew 1 got up there and pushed it up, and now it's at 78 degrees. So That'd be good pass.
You know that the 4 that just went up, you know what they took the other 2 up there?
Huh?
Hopefully a 6-pack of Coke, but
No, but they were but they were real happy with the food that they brought for Thanksgiving.
did they
really?
take them turkey?
They took them a turkey dinner.
Oh, wow.
Funny.
Well, they weren't going to be home for Thanksgiving, so I meant, hey. And they got less than 10 in their group, so I meant, hey.
That's right. Yeah, they're really not too much. That's not going to be much segregation up there.
No, but it's going to be social distancing from the earth.
Right.
You think they tested them before they let them go up?
Oh, I bet they did.
More than they care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet their brains were
It'll throw a
tickled
whole
punch.
big.
A buddy of mine just got tested, and they just made him spit.
Yeah,
Cough
there's
and
one of
spit.
those that does that. But what happens is it goes behind a little wall, and the guy flips a coin and then sends it back to the
Okay. I'll tell him you said that.
Of course, public would never hear it in case one of them tests positive, say 5-6 weeks into the voyage.
If that happens,
that throws the whole thing out the window.
there's gonna be some really Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do.
But the public will never hear it if it does.
Oh, well, yeah, they can't keep any secrets off of that thing. It's a problem. Oh, look at this. I've paid enough dues at IEEE that I can now become a senior member. Awesome.
In experience or age?
As a professional with more than 10 years of IEEE membership, you may be eligible for IEEE senior membership.
Oh, yeah, if you're willing to pay for it. Gotcha.
Yeah, I have paid for it. So.
Yeah, that's like those who's thing I used to get after college.
It's exactly like those.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to fill that. No, you don't want to fill that out.
Then that's $50. Get a who's who.
And another $50 for the book.
Yeah, I got one of those things in high school. Do you want to be in Who's Who? It's going to cost you X number of money. It's like, no, I really don't care. If I'm going to make something of myself, I'll make something myself. No, I still haven't, but hey, what the hell?
You still got the $50 though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe you don't.
No.
But...
Got into ham radio.
I saved $50 for ham radio equipment.
What was I thinking? Sorry.
Okay.
Don't be sorry at all.
Back to the audio story. I got so excited about the Echolink text that I never knew was there. But did anybody hear my audio?
Yes, I heard it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I was saying I'm afraid it would give a loop because I thought it was feeding back into my microphone.
Hello, 1, 2, and 5 HCR test. I hear somebody's.
That's me. Let's hold it up to my microphone.
Good boy. Mike, did you hear it?
I sent you a text and said, yes, I did.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, I thought that was yes to the text.
You got to switch screens to see that.
Well, but I thought that was part of the test. I wasn't smart enough.
You failed, Mark.
And yeah,
Mark, I've got it on my phone. It just won't take my password now.
Well, if you knew what it was, it would.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
Yeah, exactly. So can you talk back to me, Mike? See if I can hear you.
I can. Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Nicely. Sounds good.
Nice audio. Good deal.
Yep.
Now you have to treat that like a radio, so you do have to ID like a normal radio because in this case there is nobody hooked up as a radio, but there could be repeaters hooked up to that conference bridge, and so you have to treat it like a radio. So you have to ID it once every 10 minutes at the end. But that's it. Now, the cool thing is you can go listen to other stuff. And Mark said they shut down the audio. What was that? Where did we find that at? That audio at, Mark?
The audio app for the
No, what
station.
channel? What channel were you hearing the audio on them?
I don't have that
Space
information.
station.
Yeah, I don't have that information from me, Mark.
Come on, you should be able to pull this right out, man.
Right,
He's
I
in
know.
He's in Fort Smith, Arkansas. He's lucky
Yeah.
to have lights.
Yeah, I got pages and pages of that kind of information, Mark.
How about shoes? Do you have shoes on in Fort Smith? That's an important thing.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
It's chilly here.
Yeah, I bet. I'll bet.
Yeah, they do wear shoes in Fort Smith. They're not in that part of Arkansas.
Right.
Gentlemen, I got to jump out of here, so I will bid you adieu.
All right.
See you later, John.
See you, John.
Next week. Hopefully.
See you later.
I'll be on a beach.
Wow.
So,
driving through
yeah.
next week?
No, actually, I'm not. California's closed, so I'd actually spend more time in quarantine out there if I went than if I.
Even if you drive, it's closed?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they shut it. Basically, they are telling all travelers now that they're shut down. So,
some friends of ours were going to meet their daughter from California, but they were going to meet in New Mexico. And New Mexico, if you get there, you've got to quarantine yourself for 14 days. So basically, once you get to New Mexico, you just sit for 14 days in a motel. So
that's basically what we would have had to do. So yeah. So we're going to Florida where you don't have to do that anymore. So I'll probably be taking the next call on a balcony from the beach. So,
hey,
take care, John.
Okay, take it easy.
Sunny beaches. Have a great day.
Yeah.
See ya. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Bye now.
Safe travels. So the cool thing to find out about Echolink is stuff to go do. A lot of repeaters are hooked up to them, and you can just end up. I ended up in Chicago, and you can just sit and listen to them. Or if you hit that transmit button, you're transmitting on their repeater.
Yep.
Like you're an amateur radio guy.
Yep. You really get them excited too when you give them the call.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't understand Echolink, so think they work in DX. No.
I'll tell you, when I first got my license, I got on Echolink and I went to this repeater in Kentucky in the town I used to live on. They had a site here on Echolink. And anyway, I started talking to these guys that I'd known for years, and they thought I was in town. They didn't know that their club repeater had Echolink. So I'm talking to them, and they think, well, where are you? Let's go have a beer.
Sure, come on over.
1,200 miles away, but.
Yep.
Well, I guess I got my picture. There's the antenna on the picture there. That's the as an L rotor for that Space Link, and then the VHF beam.
The Yeasu G5400 or whatever.
The
As-L
rotator. Yeah. And then there's a preamp on there. We forgot to test the preamp. We had it in line, but we never turned it on. We had a little battery out there on the trailer to run it and forgot to test it. It's like, oh well. There went 40 dB or whatever, 15 dB, I think is what that is.
You don't
we'll test it next week. Yeah, I don't think we will either.
You're not going to need it at that angle, 78 degrees.
No, but it may help. It may help the first few degrees is coming in, is what we were thinking.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised at how strong they are.
Yeah. These are the ICOM radios that they're using, and then this center controller in there is the Yeasu box that controls it. They, of course, this is why you test, but they shorted out two of the wires going out to the repeater. To the control rotator. To the rotator, and blew the little 2 amp fuse that was there, and Nobody had a spare.
Mm,
So
why
somebody
you
had to.
practice.
So exactly right. Somebody went home and grabbed a spare and fired us
Hey,
back up
both
again.
those 910s have the 1.2 gig option on them. That's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah. Somebody over there had all this stuff. It appeared we as a club donated the loan of that black rotary cable that you see there on the left hand side is the stuff that used to hang at the Red Cross.
Okay.
All up in a panic. We need 80 feet of cable. I said, I got 90. That'll work.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yep. This is a DI on the bottom right. This Pro DI direct interface, taking the audio out of that ICOM radio, and it goes into the house PA. So we'll be able to blast that audio out. And then one of the guys over there took a Bearcat. It's a Bearcat wireless mic. Peter may know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's a little handheld device that sends the audio back and forth. So you can be in another room, actually 300 feet away is what they said, and transmit the audio to that 910 and then listen. They can hear the audio coming straight back into their little handheld unit.
What kind of delays you got with it?
With that little Bearcat,
Yeah.
it didn't bother me at all. I was talking to Phil like it was nobody. Oh, we said his name 3 times. He showed up.
Oh, it's Uniden. It's for their CBs.
Yeah.
It must be Bluetooth or some damn thing.
I don't know what it is. It was I never did figure out what it was, and he said, "Oh, it's for CB." I can't say it out loud.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I told him. But that's the rig that's going up. Just 910 and
No, it's the decked stuff. The
oh, is it decked?
Cordless phone stuff. Yeah, 1.9 gigahertz. That makes sense because Uniden makes cordless phones still. So,
no wonder it sounded good.
Yeah.
Peter K., we have a question for you.
Peter K.
Yeah, he's on.
The big P's there. Okay.
Yeah, we said his name 3 times, so he shows up. It's the rules.
Gotta go.
Say Wayne, and he showed up.
Wayne
Evening all. What's the question, man?
We need your YSF. What is it?
Yaesu system fusion
knowledge.
Oh, you mean system confusion or something like that?
You're the smartest guy we know, if that scares you.
Good if it doesn't.
Hey, you guys are in trouble. No, I'm sure there's someone else there that runs fusion better, but what's the...
No, absolutely not.
No. What's question is, where'd he go?
Mike was it Mike?
Mike. What do you got for question on fusion? Mike, meet Peter.
Hi, Peter.
The bad Peter.
Yep.
Hey, so the question I posed was, I've got a Yeasu 991A, and I've just started messing around with the C4 FM, and I was able to connect to a local repeater, I guess. I think it was W5 MEL. At least I think I was connected. I couldn't make any contacts or anything, and I the other piece that I didn't tell these guys was I'd also tried to connect to, I think it was America's Link. It was the top one on the menu when I connected to all, and I got a busy signal, and I had looked and done some research and tried to figure out what the busy signal meant, and I couldn't find anything that would tell me. The only thing information I got on a busy signal was on the old rotary phones. So, which was not helpful.
Yeah, I met.
Oh man, the best thing is, the W5 MEL. You got to check with the guys running it, because last I remember, they used to let users go to whichever room they wanted, and then they would take that ability off once in a while, but it should be connected to Oklahoma Link all the time. And there was an option to get you to America Link, but once in a while they do pull that. But otherwise, you have to go check with the guys because they run it off a. I don't believe they run it off a full Yeasu HRI 200 setup. They run it through a Raspberry Pi and something else. So I'm not too familiar with their with their setup, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
So
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, is it something where you have to have like an authorization or a code to use the use that system, or?
No, it's as far as I know, that Fusion repeater, or it's a dual mode repeater, is open to all, and the filtering and everything else would only happen if you were on, what do you call it? Yeah, I'm trying to remember if any of the Raspberry stuff does it, because I know they can. If it was closed, they when your 991A transmits, it transmits along the hardware ID. I don't think they do it down here. I know they do that in some parts of North Texas, but other than that, sorry, yeah. Basically, I'm a little clueless. The best bet is to get hold of one of the chaps there. It is busy in the evenings, and I know they have a Fusion Net on Sundays around 6 in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, you didn't know much, Peter.
Exactly. It's a long way.
Well,
yeah, but you have lots of filler.
Yeah, and I was able to connect to the Oklahoma Link as well. But again, I couldn't. I think that was the one where I heard a couple of guys talking back and forth on that one. And then when they quit or when they ended their conversation, I tried to grab one of them to see if I could see if I had it set up right, and I never did get a hold of them. So either I didn't have it set up right, or they just didn't want to talk to me, which is okay.
We got Duane Engels is going to come on. He said he'll come on the Zoom thing here. He's one of the guys that does a lot of that YFSF stuff from that club.
YFSF.
So,
the other thing you could try, you should be able to drop a file or text. There's hardly anything there. But if you go look at, you should be able to navigate from the 991A screen that allows you to upload a message to all and stuff like that. So if you upload it, then later, look at the inbox, it should show up. I would presume if it shows up, that means you are, you're getting into the system. But otherwise, yeah, give it a go again. I'll listen out for you if I'm in the vehicle that has that Fusion setup.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to read the manual on the book now, because I don't remember seeing anything about uploading messages to an inbox. So I may have missed that, but again, I know just enough about this radio to be dangerous. So
Duane just popped on. Duane, meet Mike. Mike, meet Duane. He's trying to do YSF, and he's connected to W5MEL, and nobody will talk to him, and he's confused.
I am very confused.
What can I do you for? How can I help?
Well, I was just telling the guys I was connected to the repeater, and I got a busy set when I was trying to go to the Americas link. I got a busy signal. That was one issue. The other one was when I was connected to the Oklahoma link. I heard a couple of guys talking on there, but I couldn't get them to talk back to me. So I don't know if I've got it set up right, or if I'm, again, I know just enough to be dangerous, or what.
He's got a 990.
991A.
991A. Oh, sorry.
Okay, are you on now? Are you connected to the repeater?
No, but if you give me a couple of minutes, I'll get it going.
Okay.
Fired up. So how's Mr. Engels doing?
Hey, have you heard of Ham Shack Hotline?
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
you're it. He just called you and you appeared. So
Oh, boom. Say his name and he shows up. Yes, I have. Somebody who was saying they did a lot of work. Oh, one of the guys in Tecumseh has done a lot of that stuff.
what is it?
It's basically, as I understand it, it's a asterisk phone system network for
For
hams.
hams only.
But does it have public? Can you get public numbers to it?
No.
Ah.
So you get a phone. For instance, I've got a. I don't know if you can. There's this phone
Well,
here
yeah.
is a Cisco
Yeah.
SPA 525 Golf. And then I have the one next to it is a Grand Stream, but that's on my own PBX. But I have another one.
Because you're a nerd.
Yeah, I'm a
Who doesn't have two of those at home? I have three.
Nerd. Via 1140 over here. That I
Now,
just,
are any of those available to go on their network? Because they had like
Yes.
two.
They're both
two
on their
phones, but they said there was only two phones, like a Cisco something and a Cisco something that would work.
No, they've got a bunch of them.
Oh, I missed that. I'm gonna have to go.
Cisco.
Look again.
There's Cisco 112s. There's like 8 or 9 different phones. The Avias, they just got those put on here not too long ago. And the neat thing, if you get on Ham Shack Hotline,
Yeah, I've got it on my screen.
like you're on
popping up.
now.
Yeah.
And if you go to their Facebook site, there's a guy, his name is John Bacon. He's got these Avaya phones for $10 a piece.
Whoa.
Man, you can't beat that.
Wow.
And it's
There's
all
a
free.
little scratch on the what do you call it? Serial number.
No, there's nothing on the serial.
They're probably just takeouts from a
Yeah, no, I know. We've
But-
got stacks of Nortels and Avias at work. Just stacks of them.
I know, and that's where these come from.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, your back door.
They laid everybody off and gone out of business or whatever, and all these phones, they were gonna. Matter of fact, these phones, he said he had, John Bacon is his name. He said he had like 3 55-gallon drums full of phones that this company was gonna just throw in the trash.
Yeah. It's
So he
ridiculous.
gets them, sets them to factory defaults, and sends them out to you $10 plus shipping. If you want the 1140E, it's $15. So I bought one of each. The Cisco cost me $35. Wow. When the sidecar was another $35, but good Lord, you can't beat that. And so you're online now. There's probably a good 20 or 30 bridges that they bridge to RF, i.e. you can get on, punch a button, and get on DMR. It's incredible.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so you can't get out of it. I thought it was just a big phone switch. I went, who cares?
No, I mean they've got other things, but yes, it pretty much is a big phone switch, but it's amateurs only. If you don't have an amateur call, you're not getting on, and it's free. Doesn't cost you anything other than getting your phone. Then you send them an email with the MAC address of the phone, and they do the configuration file for you. And as soon as you get the configuration file, you do what the email says, and you're online. It's that quick.
Does it support ATAs as well, or just VoIP?
Just VoIP now.
Here's the list that I see, but I don't think, and it's like, okay, big deal. I don't have any of those phones. But if I said I did, how would they know the difference? Is kind of the answer.
Well, it'll either work or it won't, right? I mean,
because you have to tell them when you send them email what type of phone it is. In other words, if it's an SPA 525 or it's an Avaya 1140E, you tell them what kind of phone so they can get the right configuration file for you.
Yeah, but if I configure it, who's going to tell? I mean, this is
you're not
recorded
gonna
and
be
I just
able
blew my cover. That's
yeah,
the
but
problem.
you won't be able to configure it for their stuff.
Yeah, I
That's
will.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, trust me, I do this every day.
Well, hey, if you can, that's more power to you. I know I couldn't. But
I've got tons of grand streams out here that I had in my house, and then apparently people don't use house cell phones or house wired phones anymore. I don't know when that happened, but I've got like 6 of them sitting around the house here.
The grand streams, they will work, but you'll have to configure them yourself for their network. And they'll give you all the parameters and stuff like that, but you configure the phone. So yeah, your grand streams will work. I mean, I've got 3 grand streams here too. I've got one that's on my own PBX, and then I've got one that's on the Arden network, which is my bat phone to WD5G. And
Does it actually go out over 5 gig? Oh, over the 5 gig amateur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, brother.
It does not. When I demo it, it will. But
yeah, okay.
But with Dave, with WD5G, he's not within line of sight of me, so we do it over the internet.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get Mark to do the same thing, but he won't get off his rear end and do anything.
Oh, I know. He's.
Yeah.
Look what he's holding up. Look what he's holding up.
These are my grand streams that I use. This one's got an 1/4 inch of dust on it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they made phones as well.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got 2 1625s here at the house, and
that's
in my Arden flyaway kits. So
I've got probably six of these stacked up back there that I pulled out. And used to have one in every room, and then all of a sudden, cell phones came out. What good is that?
Yeah, but yeah, I've matter of fact, I was on they've got a public bridge, and anybody can get on it, and they can just talk, and they can whatever they want to talk about. And Jesse Ortico, WH6AV from Hawaii dials in, so it's pretty slick. So Mike, you on yet?
No, I can't seem to get it to connect unless I'm doing it wrong again.
So you can't even key up the repeater?
Well, when I following the instructions in the book here, I'm supposed to hit the X button here after I got everything programmed, and it's supposed to connect, and it's not connecting. I swear I had it connected earlier today and yesterday, but it's not connecting now.
What if they turn it off at different times?
Well,
no, because I own the Wires X node at my house, and it is up and running. But I'm going to reboot the node and let's see what happens.
Is that when it's Crossroads area?
Yeah.
And Mike, are you in a Crossroads area? I don't remember.
The repeater's at Crossroads, but the node.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Mike, you should get more. You should be able to hit Crossroads.
Oh yeah.
And it's entirely possible it is operator error on my end too.
Oh, I'm sure it is, but we got to get it fixed. All problems are operator error. Trust me.
Well, guys, I gotta back out. I got something I got to take care of. So,
Suey pig.
Yeah. have a great Thanksgiving, all of you, and be safe.
Talk to you this weekend, Mark.
All right, Sam. I'll talk to you then.
Later.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See, I don't even know how you would connect. I know how you do D-Star connect, but there's no, like Peter Laws said, there's no ID that you have to get, right?
For what?
For Yeasu?
No.
It just all goes off call sign.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm smart.
So when it was trying to connect, I heard someone was trying to talk, and it was broken up while it was trying to connect, and now it hadn't connected yet. But while it was trying to connect, I did hear something,
Okay, yeah, that was me keying up. Let me try it. I'm on the north side of Norman at the moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a call here.
Okay, I heard that.
There you go. Count on Peter to make some noise. Careful, he'll bring out his spark gap transmitter. John missed us apparently.
And they're back. Yep. Yeah.
Dang, we thought we got rid of him.
Almost. Yeah, not quite. So what's the topic of the day? Woo!
YSF. We're trying to get Mike, Peter, and Duane to talk together on Yeasu Fusion.
Oh, yeah. Good luck with that, guys.
And we have 2 smart guys and the rest of us.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
So when we're connecting here, you have to get, I would assume you have to get a radio frequency correct. And do they have something like color code or PL tone?
No.
So it's just radio frequency.
Yeah, you just have to, press your wires X button, and it should connect you or ask you for if you want to connect. Let me see if I can do that right now.
Must be Canadian. It's very polite, eh?
Ooh. I dug out. Are you still there, Mark? Yeah, Mark's there.
Yep.
I dug out my ATA, and it will actually support 5 ringers. So I will plumb this into my home house wiring, and
I'll
have to get with you and
5 bells. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a phone that has a bell.
Yeah, I got a bunch of 2500 sets I use to program those stupid things.
Yeah.
But plug it in. What you do is you plug it into your
2500. That's touch tone, brother.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I've got some
I've got
dial ones too.
I've got a 500.
Rotary guy.
I've got one of those too. I got from
It's a Northern Telecom 500.
Hey, Northern Telecom used to be the good stuff, man.
Yeah,
well, the 500 was licensed from Western Electric. I mean, there's no difference.
Drop it from a
Well,
truck.
yeah, probably.
Hey, Duane, this is Mike. I was able to talk to Peter on that frequency, but it did not connect to the through Fusion. The little red X up there in the upper left-hand corner never connected that way. But I could talk to Peter a little bit. It's kind of hard to hear him there towards the end.
But was that audio? Was that digital or analog?
Or FM? Was it FM?
It was digital. Yeah, I shouldn't have been walking around in the backyard with the HT, but that's the only way I can get in. Mike, I can't seem to link up with the Wires X system as well. So I presume that that functionality is currently disabled, and it's just a standalone fusion, a dual mode fusion analog repeater, and
Wayne's
possibly
got the GizWiz in his house. He's got the node in his house. That's why I called Duane. I got the man.
Okay. Oh, go ahead,
at
man.
The right end of the horse. But I don't see. Okay, so were you guys talking simplex digital?
No,
is that
through
what you're
the
saying?
repeater. No, we're talking through the repeater with via the C4FM mode.
You're
You know,
actually
the
on
digital narrow.
443.275 then.
Say that
Say
again.
again, Duane.
So you were actually on 443.275 talking DN, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes. I think.
But I never saw either one of you. AA5 KD testing 1 2 3 3 2 1 test out.
Huh. I don't hear a thing here.
No, nothing here either.
Nothing here either, but I'm not set up for it. So
DMR didn't light up.
There's always one in the crowd, isn't there, Mark?
yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
And I actually think, though, I could be if I'd spend some time to figure out how to use it.
Okay, he's putting something on the screen. What's he got?
The nano.
Oh, now it says I'm connected.
What'd you do?
I pushed the X button again and it connected.
You look pretty this time.
Are we going to hear banjos? What's going on here?
And it looks like it's connected to Oklahoma Link 2. I'll put my glasses on.
There's your problem.
Yeah, 2.
It used to not be a problem.
It used to not be a problem, yeah. Wait, is there anybody here that doesn't have glasses? Let's see. Oh, Mike doesn't have glasses.
I just have them for reading.
Oh,
yeah.
I had cataract surgery a couple of years ago, so
yeah.
I need them for anything further than this.
I just need them whenever I want to look at something.
Yeah. Anything further than this
I know
monitor.
that feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, I had my cataracts out too, but my eyes were not a good candidate for fixing completely. So.
Oh
Yeah, I had cataracts once, but I bought a BMW instead.
There's a second one in
That's
the
what
crowd.
you did there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's two. We could get a two for sale.
We keep him in Ohio though, so.
Hey, Peter,
No, I'm in Indy.
Indiana.
Yeah,
that's
he's
right.
stuck
Sorry,
across the
sorry,
border.
sorry.
He's in Indy now.
Yeah, I'm not sure Ohio wants me anymore.
Yeah.
And that's saying
Indiana,
something.
Indiana wants me. Please don't go back.
Well, yeah, no, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
If you actually listen to the song.
Peter Core, are you connected to the thing? Did you press your Pliers X button? Did you get connected too?
Didn't press a zoom button apparently.
No.
So, Duane,
He's
since
making
mine is connected, can you see me?
What's your call sign?
K5SRJ?
Now,
Hmm.
let me refresh.
Because Peter and Gordon and Ed were doing some really cool stuff with distances and all that kind of neat stuff.
You probably need the radio that has GPS in it or a GPS connected to your radio to do distance, I would think.
No, they had some magic stuff, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, GPS. That's magic.
No, it was like I don't know. I don't remember. I know that Yeasu was like, dang, if I don't need another radio.
Yeah, the 991A, if you're operating from a home QTH, you go into the settings. There's a setting where you can go enter in your or any longitude, latitude, and then that spits that out with the
okay
digital transmission. Yeah, if you don't have the GPS plugged in, you can manually enter a coordinate.
So you could put all my HTs except my Kenwood D74. Because with the Open Spot 3, I can talk anything.
So that brings up this nano spot. I did not buy this. This was let's call it gifted to me. I'm not actually sure the terms of the transfer, but it was legal. This does RF. And it does RF both ways, but does it do cross mode stuff? If I talk on my D-Star radio, say, can I come out through somebody's Yeasu stuff?
Now, I don't know about the NanoSpot. I know with a Pi Star, with a Raspberry Pi, you can do that. If that's a Raspberry Pi, then yeah.
It
but
runs
you got to
Pi
go through
Star.
a bunch of hoops.
It runs Pi Star because I booted it up and got into it and started to play with it. And the first thing it says, hey, you need to update your firmware. And so I did that, but it was all Pi Star at that point. Now, is there a Pi in here? I don't actually know if there's a Pi in here, but there must be something close. So
let me see if I understand this. You want to input, say, DMR and output Fusion?
Yeah, will it transcode the audio? Or
Yes,
it could be it could be FM too, for that matter. But
okay, well, I don't think that device itself will do that.
Okay.
I don't think Pi Star has that technology to do that.
Okay.
But it will take a DMR signal, convert it, and send it out onto the network.
Yeah, I know it'll do that, and D-Star and YSF and even P25.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to know, because it's also got MMDVM in it too, which I still don't understand the difference between that and Pi Star. But
well, Pi Star is the software. The MMDVM is the encoder board.
Is the pirated the pirated AMB
codec.
Yeah. Codec. Okay. So if anything was going to do the transcoding, it would be the MMDVM part.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, from what I understand, you need a Pi hat that has dual AMBE to do the transcoding. The OpenSpot 3 has the dual AMBE chip in there.
Ordinarily, I only wear baseball hats. I don't wear Pi hats. I'm just saying.
It's Thanksgiving.
No, this is Peter. This is the Micronode International NanoSpot. So there's no hatability on this to my best of my knowledge.
I've been playing around one of those, or was, but yeah, from what I understand that the Micronode, which RIP.
He doesn't make them anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. But no, that doesn't transcode between.
It does not. Okay.
Yeah.
But it'll do all the different modes.
But you can connect with your DMR. You can connect to it, and then it can connect to a Wires X room. Correct?
Yes, because Fusion and DMR has the same codec. David Hickman, if he's here, he's been doing that quite a lot.
Oh, is Hickman a pod guy, whatever you call him?
Oh yeah, he's a
hotspot guy.
Yeah, he was pretty early into the game, like what, 4 years back. I know he was running. He's running a. He gets into the DMR, the SCARS talk group via his Fusion radio. But yeah, Fusion, Yeasu, and shares the same codec with DMR.
Well, they're all DVSI codecs.
Yeah, but
they just have a different. They have a pin shorted out differently for the different radios.
DMR and Fusion are the same codec, but D-Star is not.
No, it's IMBE, I think.
That's why you have to go to a encoding server when you go from D-Star to DMR or any of the other ones.
Okay.
That's why OpenSpot works well, the 3. So with the OpenSpot 3 and my Kenwood D74, I'm getting rid of all my other HTs.
Until the next one comes out.
Yeah.
So did we get hooked up? I mean, do we I mean, I want fireworks to go off or something. I want Yeasu. All I know about the Yeasu Fusion thing is it's really good audio. That's all I know.
This is what I get when I plug it in and go to it with the browser on my computer.
Okay, so if you look down, keep that up, sir. So if you look down here on the modes, you've got DMR and you've got your where'd it go?
D-Star. I haven't configured any of this.
Go up a little bit more. Stop right there. You got DMR and D-Star already configured. Now, if you want to do Fusion to DMR.
Oh yeah, I turned this. It does next end too.
Yes.
Oh, YSF to DMR, YSF to. Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But you notice
Yeah, I
It
do.
won't do D star to
I
DMR.
see that. Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah, I turned those. Those are the only two I left enabled because those are the only two kinds of radios I have. So
Right.
yeah, but you don't need a radio. You know, you can go out to wires X with a DMR.
no,
Not wires X. You can go out to Fusion. Wires X is
Oh, okay.
is different terminology.
Okay.
But
See?
you can do DMR to actually Fusion to DMR, and then YSF to NXDN, YSF to P25.
Interesting. Okay. Well, thank you for that. I'll turn that off. It was just an aside there that since we were talking about it. I need to work on this some more and actually use this for something useful.
Anybody got an IC 705?
No, they're nice.
Besides you?
They're really nice.
I know a guy.
They are.
Okay, so what makes it nicer than your 7300?
Doesn't weigh as much.
Yeah. I mean, it has the same screen as a 7300. It has pretty much the same menus. It has built-in GPS, so that if you are, for instance, in my case, I'm running a Raspberry Pi with the KM4ACK software, and hooking it up and running the two together, I can use the GPS from the IC705 to feed the Raspberry Pi running KM4ACK stuff. So I can do WSJTX and JS8 call and all that stuff with the 705 using the Raspberry Pi with the KM4ACK stuff.
Which is, and it's 10 watts versus 100. Is that right?
It's 10 watts versus 100, right?
And it's smaller and lighter, and it has a battery built in?
Yes. It's actually a battery. It's the same battery that the ID51 and the ID31 use, and it just fits on the back of the radio. It's really
BP8 or BP something. Yeah, I've got a 51 here somewhere.
They're the 272.
272, that's it.
Yeah.
Got a 31 as well. It runs off that little battery?
It does. And that little battery, if you just sat there and did no transmitting, it will run 8 hours.
On this?
Yes, sir. And if you're transmitting, like
yeah, your duty cycle is going to affect it. Yeah.
I must have worked 40 stations in 4.5 hours before the battery died.
Is that at 10 watts or is that reduced?
That's at 5 watts.
5 watts.
Which is what this puts out at.
That's
that's a good point.
This is the BP2. Oh, well, this is a 271. You said what? 272?
272.
Okay, so that's got a little bit more in it because this is only 1150.
I think yours, see, the one I've got is like 1800 or whatever.
Yeah, it's fatter than this one. Okay.
And they've got a new BP307 for the 705, which is like 3200.
Even fatter, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 272 is 2000 milliamps.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 270. This is only 1150. Okay, so it's a little fatter than this one.
Yeah,
but otherwise the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not much. And like I said, I've had it since the 24th of September.
And you haven't charged it yet?
There's that one in the crowd again.
Same guy.
I've worked all 50 states on FT8 and 38 countries. With 5 and on FT4, I've worked 43 states and 17 countries. So it's
10 minutes since he got it.
I love it.
Nice.
Wow. Impressive. Have they got a like 100-watt box to snip on the back if you wanted to?
No, you got to use third party. They're using the Elecraft KPA 100 successfully.
Okay.
They're also using one of the Italian things. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know who you mean, but
the 50 watter.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of others. I'm using an LDG Z100 Plus antenna tuner for it. And I also have the MA705, which is a little bitty antenna tuner.
It doesn't have one built in, huh?
No, it does not.
There's no room for it, I'm sure.
No, and they're coming out with the I forget, AH705, which is their antenna tuner.
Okay.
And then they also have an AL705, which is a mag loop made by Alpha Antennas.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty slick.
And what does this little beast run?
1,300. Yeah, to me it was overpriced,
but still, it's a capable radio. I mean,
I've had the thing on order. Well, and it does UHF VHF too. So,
right.
You know.
Yeah, there's that. That's almost justifiable.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
See if I can turn this.
Hey, what we got?
See it? There it is.
I've been trying to get on to Brandmeister and do that password thing, and I can't get it to. Somebody else try to get on there and see if they can go to that self-care.
Yeah, here I'll go right now. Did you go to the link off of that has the instructions off the OKDMR?
No, I'm actually on a different computer, but
is Mike still on?
Yep.
Did we answer?
I'm here.
Did we answer your question? Did we get you working?
Well, it actually connected. I'm gonna do some more research on this, but I was able to talk to Peter, so I think I've at least did the initial setup right. So, but I'll do a little more research and see if I can learn some more about it before I ask another dumb question.
Well, but
no, that's what we're here for.
This is a dumb question place. Yeah.
No, it's fine, really, seriously.
Because the rest of us learn. The rest of us are as dumb as you are, except for Peter and Duane, and that's what we're here for. But wouldn't, if he connected to the server or to the repeater, wouldn't you see that, Duane?
Yeah, I should. That's why I don't get how they were talking to each other, because I wasn't seeing them. I'm actually on the repeater frequency now, and I did not see either one of them pop up.
Because if they could go simplex or talk around or whatever we call that on YSF.
Now, when you guys keyed up, were you both on DN mode?
Yes, I was on DN.
Because I never saw you. I never saw you on the Wires X node either.
Is that Delta November?
Yeah, digital narrow, I think, right?
Yeah, let me go find my HD here in a bit and key up one more time.
So I had disconnected from, I guess, Wires X, and I'm now trying to reconnect, and it won't let me connect again.
Okay, don't do Wires X this time. Just do DN and on the 443.275 frequency, and see if you can key up the repeater digitally.
Okay, dumb question. How will I know that I've done that?
Well, I will see you.
Okay.
AA5 KD test 1 2 3 3 2 1. Did you hear me?
I did not.
Okay.
Is there like two different PTTs or a switch on the front that you go from digital to FM?
Yeah, you should be able to cycle. Well, I'm on an FTM 400 and hitting the DN, the X key cycles through DN, voice, and back to FM.
Oh, I see. I get it. Okay. So you're toggling. You pick what output you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear that? I just transmitted, Duane.
No, I didn't.
Sam, are
Is
you
there
watching me?
is there a tone or a
No, not with
okay.
digital.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Mark. I just get a blank page when I do that self-care. And if I do profile, I get a 404 page not found.
Huh.
Hmm.
So if you go
Sounds
there,
like somebody's trying to transmit.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that was me. Anyone pick that up?
No, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear any voice. I saw where the meter had moved, but there was no sound.
3, 2, 1. Well, I don't know. Let me see if it even works in FM.
You didn't have your antennas disconnected for the lightning, did you?
I reconnected them,
Yeah, me too.
but I'm gonna make sure.
Uh-oh, there's an Ian. Hello, Ian. Can you hear us?
A5KD test. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, test out.
Our goal right now is to get YSF, Yeasu System Fusion, up and running. And we got 3 radios that are all ready to go, and we haven't figured out if we're talking or listening or neither.
I
Well, I
think
can
you
see
guys are going to
somebody
make me
keying up.
spend some money.
Say again, Duane.
I can see somebody keying up, but I don't hear any audio.
That's what I'm hearing too. That's what I see.
Is Peter keying up?
That's Peter right there. But it's broken for me. I don't. I can't.
Me too.
He might be
Okay.
just he might be just on the south edge of that. He's in Norman.
Mike, try to transmit this time.
Hey guys, I'll see some of you tomorrow night at class, but I gotta go. See you later.
See you, man.
See you soon.
Bye.
Later, Peter.
Yeah, Mike, you're loud and clear. AA5KD. Did you hear me?
I didn't. I heard you through Zoom. I didn't hear you on the radio.
But you were transmitting, but you can't get back. You're not getting audio back. Is that right?
I hear
So you
Mike.
heard me, Duane?
Yeah, I did. And your call sign comes up, so I know it's you. But
Okay.
Peter's didn't come up at all. His was all broken and everything. So I don't
He's
know.
probably he's on the edge. He's just down in North Norman, and
Yeah, and I'm just on the HT. Let me try another location.
stand up taller, man.
That's what I'm doing.
Ian, can you hear us now? Can you punch your button and say hi?
So
Yeah.
is there supposed to be I know there's no tone or wait a minute. I just pushed the wrong button here. Tone, but is it supposed to be simplex, or is it supposed to be plus or minus on the repeat? Or does that matter?
Yes, it does. It should be plus.
Okay. That's what I got set up then.
But he was hearing you. You just weren't hearing him.
Right.
And Peter's all garbled again, so he's not
Right.
quite holding the repeater at all.
Yeah, he just got weak audio. Or weak RF probably. I remember when they were playing with that before, they were right on the edge for that machine. see Ian, you got your mic off. Can you say hi and tell us who you are? And while we're waiting for these guys to figure out what's going on.
My mic's on, but I'm KI5KQB.
Hey, welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome.
I kind of got a reference from Randy Wing, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you at? What part of the world?
I'm in Del City right now.
Great. Where are this? Is just a kind of an
still-
open deal problem solving. We got a couple guys trying to figure out a Yeasu fusion, get a new Yeasu fusion hooked up. That's what they're doing.
Cool.
Mark, did you have any luck on Brandmeister?
Yeah.
Man, I can't get it.
I did. I mean, did you see what it was showing on mine? Let me go back there.
No, I can't. I got you tiny.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Can you just pin me or bring up full screen?
Yeah. Do that.
And if I hit self-care.
Maybe I'm looking at the. Are you on here twice again?
There we go.
Oh,
that should be better.
Yeah. See, I just get a blank screen.
You get a blank screen. Hey, and you said same thing for profile?
Yeah. Well, no, profile, I get a, what does it say? A 404 error. Yeah, it says error 404. Now I got to figure out who to contact. You need a new picture.
Really? That's terrible.
I wouldn't even know that was you if I didn't know that was you.
I don't remember where.
I've seen that picture at the post office, haven't I?
Yeah. Actually, that came from, wow, that's pretty old. We were doing a student conference in Oklahoma City, and that came from there, I think. It's one of those, I'll just put something up, nobody will ever see it.
Yeah.
But you're getting a 404 when you come up to this page.
Yep.
Anything else fail for you? Let's see.
Well, it's funny. I can go look at the repeaters. I can look at the hotspots. I can look at all this stuff.
How about profile?
404. Yeah, everything under me comes up as a 404 or a blank screen.
I'll shoot a message to Corey.
To me, my account's been messed up since I changed my call.
Oh, there's your problem. Yeah.
I need to figure out how to just scratch it all and start over. I mean,
you
really.
can't. It's the problem. That could be part of the problem. Now that you say that.
I mean, I'm still signing in under my old call.
Oh, there's your problem. Sign in and make a new account for your new call.
Yeah, maybe that's. Let me try that.
Try that. That should work.
Hey, Peter, did you just try to transmit on digital?
Yeah. Am I making it in?
No, I don't hear your voice, but I'm getting the signal deflection on my meter that you're transmitting. I'm just not hearing anything.
Okay. And my call isn't going through either, I presume.
No. Now it did the first time, I don't know, 20 minutes ago when we started this, your call sign came through that time and I could hear you, but it was still garbled. I don't see anything now.
AT5BB. Radio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, I got the meter deflection again, but nothing came through in the radio, but I could hear you on Zoom.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right at the edge here then.
Okay.
I've got the other rig in the vehicle.
So now y'all stopped talking when I came back in, so you're talking about me.
Don't be paranoid now. It'll be all right.
Oh, I was going to ask Duane real quick. So the W5MEL repeater, that's permanently linked to the Oklahoma Link 2?
Yes. It's
And
linked through my
yeah.
house. I have the node at my house.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay. So you have that link to, what's the difference between Oklahoma Link and Oklahoma Link 2?
Oklahoma Link 2, they had to change their node ID.
Oh, okay. And then there isn't, I remembered I used to be able to upload and download messages, into the but I guess it's you're linking it through the as you said, the Raspberry node there, so that there isn't a inbox functionality, is there?
Yeah, but I don't know if we still have that turned on. What I'll do is I'll go through this box again later on tonight and make sure that all that stuff is turned back on if it's been turned off, and just go through it once and see what's going on with it. Because I know I used to be able to link up with it all the time too, but I can't link up with it now. So I don't know. I'll definitely go through its paces and see why it's not working.
Okay, all right, appreciate it. And so if Mike wants to link to America Link, is that possible, or you have that locked down to Oklahoma Link?
No, that's entirely possible, yeah. Because once he gets logged in, once he does the Wires X thing, he gets logged in, then he'll be able to do a search for any one of the rooms that Wires X currently has registered.
Right.
America is one of them, and he can just go link to that. And then if he forgets to unlink it when he's through, after 10 minutes, it will go back to Oklahoma Link automatically.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, that was the follow-up question on what your timeout was on the unlinking.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
So funny you should mention that, Duane. I'm actually connected now through Fusion, and I'm connected to the Oklahoma Link 2.
Okay.
Winner.
So what do I do now?
I used to have a 991A, but I haven't had that for a while, so I don't remember what the procedure is.
Well, but do you just talk from there? You call like a repeater?
With Oklahoma Link, he should be able just to key up and he'll be connected to Oklahoma Link.
And that should be connected to everything from Jeff has, plus everything down at
Lawton.
At Blanchard that Larry has, right?
Yes. Anything that is connected to Oklahoma Link. They're Sepulpa, Tulsa, Claremore. I think they put one down in Lawton also, but I don't know if that one's up or not.
So I should just be able to just do a transmit, say that I'm monitoring, and somebody should be able to hear me and come back to that.
Yeah, why don't you try that and see what happens? I'll watch it on my radio.
All right.
Those are the repeaters there that are linked on the screen.
Key up one more time.
Somebody heard it.
K5SRJ monitoring.
Okay, now you're definitely logged into Wires X because I can see you on the monitor. So you're golden at this point. Matter of fact,
woohoo!
Let me show you something.
So he hit all those repeaters that I have on my screen right now. 1, 2.
Can you see that monitor right there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, key it up, and on the top left, you'll see a green box. And it has the repeater. and your call sign is to the right of that.
Nice.
So you're definitely logged in. Now from there, you should be able to go to any WiresX room, but I don't remember how to do it. I can do it on my FTM 400, but I don't remember what it was on the.
So there's a search button on here.
Okay, click the search button.
So I did that, and then it comes up with, let's see, you can go direct or you can put in letters.
Okay, letters or numbers?
Yes, I can do both.
Okay, go to 21080.
21080. Okay.
That's America's link.
Okay, so I get the busy error.
Okay, that means, yeah, I don't know. It they may be down.
Yeah, okay.
You get a busy error. Let me see if I can connect to it locally.
I gotta get out of this now.
Yeah, they're not working right now because I get disconnected immediately. So
okay.
Let's see.
Boom, and I'm back on Oklahoma. All right, cool.
So you're golden.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, guys. I still have no idea what I'm doing, but I took notes this time.
Yeah, it takes a while, but yeah, it's
All right. Okay, well, I've monopolized enough of you guys' time. Let somebody else talk for a while.
Well, that's why we're here, to learn.
And I just worked my 44 state on FT4. All
right. So what caused the thing to change there? He finally got logged into the repeater?
Well, I rebooted the PC that WiresX sits on, so that may have something to do with it.
Oh.
Because this thing, I hardly ever touch this thing, so it doesn't surprise me that it's hadn't been running for 8-9 months without being rebooted.
Ooh.
And then for my point or my perspective, I just pushed the X button and it connected this time. So
you didn't do anything different?
No.
He did. Got it. Well, cool.
That's pretty cool, though.
Did you find another channel or another? What do they call them? WiresX room that he got in.
No, I'm still in the Oklahoma link too. We tried to get into the Americas one, and I got a busy signal, but I think Duane got a busy signal as well.
Yeah, I did. I get immediately disconnected. So,
is there another room that we can go chase?
Well,
I just want to hear it. Is kind of what I want to do. I mean, I guess
so that I guess that'd be my next question. Is there something? I guess I could do a Google search. Oh, I just got a busy error. Just kicked me off.
There's Yeasu active rooms. If you can, holy crap.
There? Nice infusion active room.
This is like DMR. There's 8 million rooms. Is it like Oklahoma or like DMR? Is there a way to see network traffic on WiresX to see who's busy or who's making something go?
No.
Oops, okay. Offline error now. For Oklahoma link too.
So there's no like last heard on Fusion?
Yeah. There you go.
Well, that kind of sucks.
Well, but if you do a query of rooms available, you can list it, excuse me, by how many people are connected at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
How do you see that? Because Mark, I'm on the same website you are.
Is that activity? Is that what you're talking about, Peter? This ACT, is that the third column?
No, I don't think it's. I don't think there's a real time page that does that. It's via the when you navigate around on the radio itself.
Here's one that looks like 137 people in this Japanese one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's DTMF ID 20610, 20610.
Got it.
Is that how you key it in?
Well, let me see if I can get reconnected here. It kicked me off.
They may not be talking, but they may be.
Yeah, it's not going to let me reconnect. So, Duane, if it doesn't connect, does that mean that the it's busy, or there's too many people, or offline maybe?
Let me reboot this thing one more time and try it again. Hang on.
Upgrades, man, updates. That's what's going to get it. That'll make it better.
So I got a question for you guys. This whole, and forgive my ignorance, but this whole fusion thing, is this VHF, UHF, or HF? What is it? I know it's Yeasu. It's like DMR on the Yeasu.
Well, in our case, it's UHF. Because right now there are no fusion repeaters VHF in the city that I know of.
Okay, that makes sense. I heard you mention FTM 400. I've been looking at those myself, but didn't know if I really wanted the whole fusion stuff. But it'd be something else to play around with.
Obviously, you can see it's plug and play. I mean, it works just right out of the box. It's great.
You mean like Windows is plug and play?
Exactly. Since I spent all day jacking with the updates. Yes.
So,
Yeah, so
Duane,
you know,
did I
it's
hear you
like-
say you had a FTM 400 too, Yeasu?
Yes, I have one in the house and in the truck.
Yeah. I'm looking at those as well. I might need to pick your brain on that.
I love them.
They get good reviews. Everyone I've read that they get excellent reviews. So
They're a good radio.
So let me ask you about that FTM 400 because I've been looking at it myself too. They say that it does not come with the cable. You got to buy that separate, the separation cable.
That's a correct statement. Kind of like ICOM and their mobile brackets.
Yeah, that's pretty weird too.
Well, one thing I don't like about the 400 though is that the 500 memory is one whole block. You can't. There's no grouping available for the 500. If you're doing a road trip, or when I do a road trip, the 500, you got to load in different memory. You got to load in the whole profile separately.
Yep. Yep, that's one of the drawbacks. But other than that, if you can get around that, it's a great radio. I run, in the truck, I run the 443275 repeater on the top side, and on the bottom side, I run APRS.
nice. Hey, Mark, no joy in that 20610 node. I just tried that one. I got a busy error with that as well.
Are you logged back into the Wires X?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We got to find something. Where's the do drop in like DMR has? Nope, nothing there. Active, maybe fusion rooms.
So, you know.
Running the fusion radios on Simplex is pretty neat. I think a couple of, trying to remember, 3 or 4 years ago, even Victor from the club, K5VL, we tried a couple of times, and you had a couple of people from spread across Oklahoma City, and then we picked a simplex frequency, and then with the GPS you can see how far everyone is, and with the GM function, with the group monitoring function,
Right.
and running the fusion. Yeah, that was pretty neat. If you have a group of people, you can kind of keep tab on if everyone's within range.
Yep.
And how far they are.
And that works pretty good.
Here's a list that looks like it says it's rebuilt once an hour.
Yeah.
Excludes Japan with greater than 0 occupants.
Yep. I just tried to plug one in. I just tried to plug in Mike's meeting place, and which is I think the 4th one down there, and it's in Australia. It got a busy signal there too.
So if they're doing this, if they're picking this up, somebody's got that data. It must be the activity data is all they're looking at, the number of people that are logged in.
That one gave me an offline error. Okay. Yeah.
There's got to be something that's. Maybe California. What's California got going? Oh well.
Okay, guys, I'm good for now. I've increased my knowledge, and so I'm even more dangerous now.
Need more duct tape to go around the head. Me too.
All right. Hey, Mark, before I go, you still having those DMR radios?
I've got some
available?
coming. And I need to go look at those. They should be here by now, but I'm going to look, see where they're at now. Thank you for the reminder.
Okay.
Good. Glad you got that. Was a good topic. Thank you very much. Learned a lot.
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you working through it with me and listening in and all that good stuff. So
you brought a lot of questions up for me too. So
yeah.
Well, good. Good.
That's the cool part of this. I still don't have good answers, but we'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out.
All right,
Ian,
guys. I'm going to punch out. So
okay, see you, Mike. Be good.
Catch you next
Ian, what did Randy send you here for?
No, well, I was just hitting him up for random stuff. Well, I was there's a 444 repeater over here, and it's supposed to have a net on Saturday nights at 8. And so I was trying to listen into the net for like the past 2 weeks, and I didn't hear anybody. So I was just reaching out to someone. We both work at the same company, and so I connected him through the internal messaging at my company. And so, I was asked just finding another ham in the area, see if he knew what nets were going on. And I didn't know what happened from, it's from the, I think the repeaters from the Mid-Dell Society is the one that maybe runs that.
I don't.
And I've been on that net.
NWC. Yeah.
I've been on that net a couple times, and I didn't know why there was just nobody there, and no one was running the net. So I was just trying to figure out if it was still going or, what was going on. So
I don't. It says Saturday night net every Saturday at 8 Central.
Yeah, and I was on. I mean, I just have my HT Baofeng. Like, I don't have a lot of equipment, but I think I'm pretty close to the repeater, and I could hear it pretty well the once or twice that I did do a check-in.
Well,
so I wasn't sure.
I'm listening right now. Go ahead and see if you can
try and hit it.
See if you can try to hit it and just give your call sign, and we'll see if we can hear it through. I can hear it here.
I think I'm on 444 now. KI5KQB, Kilo India 5, Kilo Quebec Bravo. Not do anything?
Nothing. You should have heard a ID coming back to you.
I got a couple pops on the clicks on the.
Yeah.
Mark, is there a PL on that repeater?
I don't know. Do you know when you programmed it? Did it have? What'd you use for an offset, and what did you use
I
for?
did see 151.4.
Yeah.
I pulled it from repeater book.
Okay.
So
151.4 is what they say here, and it's a plus offset. So when you key the radio, what does it show you on a frequency? Does it change the frequency to 449?
it's supposed to have the 449. Let's see. KI5 KQV. Yeah, it does. It goes 449.
Okay, so that means you got the plus 5 megahertz offset set, and then the only thing left is a tone. Do you have the CTCSS tone set up? The 151.4. It typically what new people do is they'll get it backwards. They'll get the transmit tone instead of the receive tone.
Well, like I said, I pulled all this straight from repeater book online and then loaded.
If you look at your Bofang, what's your what does it show for tone? CTCSS tone.
151.4.
Okay, and then what's the is that the receive or the transmit?
What's transmit, I think.
No,
and is it
it's hard to
enabled?
read some of these menu things. It's the transmit. 151.4.
Okay, it might be because you're inside the house with your antenna too. Have you tried going on the back porch and tried hitting it?
Could be.
You want to? We'll listen here, and I've got it up. And
yeah,
we can.
Or go stand next to a window if you got if you're close to a window. I mean, those antennas are notoriously horrible.
Yeah.
You got to stand up.
Well, I have like a 701 on here. It's not the rubber duck.
Yeah, I know it's still horrible.
So.
Any HT antenna is notoriously horrible.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, I haven't gotten like my house mounted one yet, but
Which repeater is this again?
W5 Mike Whiskey Charlie. 444.
Oh, for Mike Whiskey Charlie. Who's that?
No, that's where he asked what repeater we were talking about, and it was the W5
444 point decimal
000.
Okay.
40.
Yeah, go try stepping next to a window or stepping outside and trying it. Here on Broadcastify, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For what it's worth, when I lived out in Kansas, we had a local repeater that I could almost, if I probably stood on the top of my house, I could probably see it. And I couldn't hit the thing half the time from my front porch with a handheld.
Really?
So it is what it is.
Well, Don,
it was a fine repeater too. It just was the breakover angle was not good. I was on I'm trying to think what you call it. I was not on the line of sight when I was sitting on the front porch.
Yeah, the funny thing, I was getting the CW tone for the repeater identification though. That was coming through while I was sitting inside. So that's why I was wondering why I wasn't hearing.
Oh yeah. Well, on the repeater I'm talking about, I could hear the entire net fine, but I had to, stand on my left foot and do a radar O'Reilly to even get into it on high power.
That's the Don filter.
Okay, I'm done.
Well, so I was saying, I couldn't even receive, which was.
Well, he probably doesn't get the radar O'Reilly joke either. So.
Yeah, no. But Ian, you heard the CWID now, or you heard it another day?
No, on Saturday night. So I just set my HT over on to monitor to see when the net was going to start, and I was getting the CW tone ID from the tower through while I was sitting in this room. But no one called for the net or called it. Maybe just no one was there. I don't know. It's just odd.
Okay, thanks a lot. This is AA5KD. We're just making sure the repeater was online. Thanks a lot, AA5KD Cliff. So the repeater works.
So that was
you just
Carl.
maybe you
that was
probably just
Carl
need to
with
get
coming
an
back.
outside antenna or something.
Did you hear him at all, Ian?
Did I hear who?
Did you hear any audio coming out just there? They were talking on it.
No.
That was Carl and Duane. There were talking to each other.
Huh.
So you got a reception problem.
At a minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Ian,
one thing.
I'm one of those guys too.
Ian,
Yeah.
Ian,
Yes.
you should probably check your squelch and
It's on 3
set it.
out of 10. It's pretty low.
Yeah, you might want to set it all the way down and see if that's where the problem is.
But I didn't hear you guys on the online Broadcastify. 0 is the other thing. Let's just listen to some of their past feeds. He said Saturday night at 8 o'clock.
Wow. There we go.
Loud and clear.
There you go. Way to go, Carl.
Still nothing?
I got a little static.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's clicking static through now.
Okay, try out by the window or outside or something.
Stand on the one leg.
Yeah, hop, hop like a bunny.
Stick your left finger in your right ear.
No, this is Elmer night.
Oh, you think there's boundaries on this? No.
There are no boundaries.
I'm not hearing. I can't find any audio. I guess the Broadcastify is broke too.
There he is.
Who is that?
I hear you that time.
Ah. Yep, it's just RF problem, huh?
Yep.
Have to
No, it's that lead paint in his walls.
Dang, I hope not.
I'd hate to have that again.
Disclose that when I bought the house. So.
Well, they covered it with latex, so it's encapsulated.
Just scrape a little bit and just stick the antenna antenna connector against the wall. You just use it.
There you go.
Yeah, you might need to just be able to get something outside.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
were you guys
outside some way? Are you in a rental?
No.
Oh, it's your place, so you can drill
Yeah.
holes.
I just haven't gotten to setting up.
Okay, yeah, I have. Look, I've been in my place for a year. I haven't drilled any holes either. So
I've got a
chimney, you know.
Gosh, I'm trying to think what the antenna I've got, and I've got a little cheap tripod I bought, like it's made to hold a light, and I've got it sitting out on the deck with this little antenna, and I bring the cable in. That's what I use.
Sam, you got me beat.
You know, it's really.
So you were able to transmit and
yeah.
receive? Oh, somebody's getting it. That's me. Oh, I'm picking off the audio.
There you go.
There, I can get the repeater identification through, but that's all I can get. maybe that's why I was confused.
That's the most worthwhile part of it.
That's definitely a signal problem.
I heard you.
Just need more of it.
But I wasn't hearing any. I didn't hear any of you guys on the Broadcastify. So that receiver must not be working.
Ian, I did hear you key out.
That's coming through.
Who dat?
AG5RA.
Oh, it's not us. Okay.
So, yeah, Ian, I would recommend just trying to get an outdoor antenna or Yeah, just get like a Magnum out in a piece of, and go to Dollar Tree and get yourself a
build myself a Yagi.
One of those cookie sheets and stick it on top of that. Use it as a ground plane.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't really have a ground plane set up either.
And these tape measure guys are always something you can do.
Yeah, I saw you guys had kits and stuff all set up.
Yep.
J poles are pretty cheap too.
J pole's a good way to go. Those Ed Fong.
A little. I don't know if you can see my little tram. They're on it. It's in the snow, but last week it's on this little tripod out on my deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
And other than the fact it blows over when the wind blows every so often, but
that's good.
It's
that means it won't
great
snap.
Little, $40 antenna.
Pile some more snow on the legs, you'll be fine.
Yeah, my brother was trying to get me to get a Tram 1480. I don't know if anyone.
Yeah, that's what this is actually. I'd forgotten the number, but yeah, it's a great little antenna.
I have one in my house too.
Cool.
These Ed's antennas, Ed Fong antennas, are really good setups. They're a DV or a UHF VHF, and you can just drop them in a piece of PVC, and they work out well. Lots of good options. Copper cactus. You know what we say when I say copper cactus? You know what that is?
I haven't run across that yet. No.
Oh my.
Is that a variation on that J pole? Or?
Yes, it's a J pole. Let's see, antenna probably.
Some scraps of wire and an SO239.
Yeah, there you go.
And build you a ground plane.
Yep, there's a perfect.
Cost you about $3.
Hey,
$2.50.
when did you get here?
Oh, I snuck in a while ago.
Well,
anyway,
we left the door open.
That works. You put it up. You put it up on a piece of 10-foot piece PVC, and you'll get out a whole heck of a lot better.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
with that,
cheap and easy.
Yeah, if I were you with that Baofeng, I would go with the cheap and easy, because you'll overload the front end of that thing in no time if you have an antenna with any kind of gain.
Yep.
You guys think that would work for like a G90 setup?
G90 for VHF or?
I know for HF.
What are you talking about, Ed? Ground plane or I'm confused, Raj.
Sorry, I was asking about the copper cactus antenna.
That's well. You got how much pipe you got? That's that one that's shown is for a VHF, and it's 5 foot of pipe above the bar there. So it would get big quick.
Yeah,
I mean,
almost unwieldy.
Yeah. Remember that one of our guys in Shawnee has a 4-inch diameter irrigation pipe that's 60 foot tall vertical. So yes, but any of those aluminum verticals work out really, really well as well. What are you thinking about for a antenna? Just a vertical of some kind?
Me? Sure. Yeah, that would work. I don't even have any trees on the property.
Well, the verticals, this is the one that's in Shawnee that I show on the screen. It's 4-inch diameter pipe and it's 60 foot tall. Bunch of
that's a bit. That's probably a bit much.
Yeah, Mark. Don't make him spend too much money here.
Well, it's not you don't spend much.
Mark.
Pipe's cheap, man. Pipe's cheap.
But a nice little $30 gable end mount with a $10 pipe on it with a $40 antenna on it and a bit of coax would do wonders for what he's got now.
Yep.
So what, $150 expense? Yeah. And that's if it's just connected to the freaking handheld. That's not counting if you could buy a real radio.
Yeah.
But
gotta start somewhere.
Well, yes, agreed. You got to start. And yes, we all did. Agreed.
I don't know. I decided I needed to put together like a list of everything I own and what I paid for it, and so in case something happens to me, my wife, wouldn't get ripped off too bad.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. The problem is, Sam, is how this stuff degrades over time.
Yeah. Well, I made the mistake of showing it to my wife. I made the mistake of showing the spreadsheet to my wife, and she saw the total what I've spent the last few years.
Yeah, well, you'd be better off buying guns. At least they're worth half what you paid for them, not a quarter what you paid for them.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Some appreciate a little.
And I haven't done a spreadsheet on them.
At some is not your friend here, folks.
Yeah.
So you were able, Ian, to hear but not talk to the repeater, right?
I have stood outside on my back porch and checked into the net on that repeater once before.
Well, we heard him tonight.
Oh, you did hear him? Okay.
Yeah, I heard him.
Good. So we got transmit and receive. It's just a little bit low and
it's weak, yeah.
Yeah, but that's if you're getting in, it's close. You got all the parameters fixed, the frequency, the offset, and the tone correct, and you just need a little bit more oomph out of there. And antenna is a good way to do it.
Lean a ladder on the house and climb up on the roof.
Yeah, yeah. Shinny up the flagpole.
It's a bit windy.
Yeah, not a good plan.
I would actually put it on the end of the house, not on the roof. It's just, to me, I don't like putting holes in the roof, but they can be done safely.
I was at the office and needed to get onto the net, and all I had was a talkie on the west side of Norman. So I work at a place that has bucket trucks. So what did I do? I got in one of the bucket trucks and put it up in the air. made my announcement. and came back down.
You were supposed to do that with your art and stuff, but you didn't do that either.
I know it because you never.
Oh no!
Make me do it.
We had done the same thing with special event stations for what do you call it? Simulated disaster events in Cleveland. Yeah, we'd get a freaking bucket truck, put a freaking 5-foot collinear on it, and have them haul it up as high as they could.
Yeah, I just went up, used my little walkie-talkie, and came back down. But that was what, 2 months, about a month ago.
Yeah, coverage over the whole site.
Yeah. So there's a lot of ways to do it, but you're there close. I don't know what other repeaters would be good for somebody in Mid-Dell area. Besides that one, any thoughts, Duane?
I've heard the one
WX5 DEL, I think. Whiskey X-ray 5 Delta Echo Lima.
Is that Paul McCord's?
Yeah.
Ian, can you not hit the SCARS repeater?
I would doubt
it. I don't know that I've tried. Which one is that?
Well, it's pretty tall. You might get that.
No, with an HT from Dell.
Yeah, probably.
You might be able to hit the Okappa 147.21 repeater. Because it sits up at about 500
that's like a
feet.
137 or something.
147, 135 is Edmund.
147. And I've heard it, but I can't transmit to it.
That would make sense. I mean, I would believe that.
Okay, this is me being an old man. Is 4667 still a thing? Wasn't that the monster?
146.67, the old Maury repeater. I don't know if it's still up.
Wasn't that the monster on Channel 4?
No, that may
Channel
have been
4 tower's gone.
146.8.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it has been a few years since I lived there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I mean that thing was good till about the halfway between OKC and the Texas border.
Ardmore.
Oh yeah, pretty much Ardmore. Yes.
You can try it.
The Arbuckle Mountains.
There's the. Let's see. Let me swipe this over here. There's the. There's 146.67 information on the screen, and it's the same tone. It's FM or VHF instead of UHF.
Hmm.
And it says on air, so it can't be wrong. It's on the internet.
Okay. Yeah, might not be the same height. Might not be the same coverage it used to be.
Oh, well, that's cool. Who else did that? Roger's back. I had a question for you, Roger. I don't remember what it was. Did you get your other radio in? Is my question.
Yeah, I got the G90 in. I've been playing with that some. So my question, actually, I was hoping to get some help with. I think I'd like to try to come up with an antenna. It was kind of a pricey radio, so I'm trying to do a homebrew antenna just to start with. I have a Nagoya for 2 meter and 440 on the roof, and I received some. There was a contest last weekend, and I was hearing things, and so and I actually, the technicians are licensed for 28.3 megahertz, so I did some CQ, but nobody got back to me on there, so I'm not really sure how that's going.
I doubt you'd transmit very well at all on that
yeah
that VHF antenna. Yeah, that may slow you
down.
down.
I was thinking of I have some SO239 connector sitting around. I was thinking of maybe doing a dipole or something.
Good man.
I'm kind of confused. I've been hearing about unons and balance. I'm not really sure. I get kind of conflicting information if you need them with a balanced antenna.
Okay, this is church. This is not science.
Mark, let me know when you're done.
What?
The right answer is put up a 239 and put a dipole out each way and fog on. Now, you can do all the rest and put onions and balance and all that stuff and listen to all the church members, but I have never done anything but put up a dipole with a wire coming out the center and one off the shield, and it'll work just fine. Now, there's all kinds of optimization that you can do, but get on the air, man. Just hang something up between your, I don't know what you got, a fence post, a 10-foot piece of pipe, neighbor that's slow moving, something. And
I got some trees in the back.
Yeah, there you go. Hang something up for 20 meters and or 40 and start transmitting and get after it. That's what you need to do. Later, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to say most of us on this call have homemade antennas. So that is not, you gain nothing by homemade, except it takes you less time to put them together sometimes.
Okay. I also picked up a nano VNA. So
nano VNA, good. Yeah. Then you can test it. That'll
I can actually analyze it.
And you can overanalyze it.
Definitely.
Hey, nobody's done that here.
All you need just a SO239, a couple of wires the right length, throw them in the air in any way you want.
Yeah.
And you'll talk.
See,
okay.
I mean, that's not that's another. This is another $3 antenna. I've got junk wire, an SO239, and a few screws.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing we're going to see this tomorrow night.
This is built for 20 meters, and I've contacted Newfoundland, Costa Rica, the Pacific Northwest,
and
Puerto
I'm probably
Rico.
gonna print one of those. That looks really cool. I actually have some of that wire.
I've got a $23 fishing pole that I put it up with, and
that's awesome. I'll check that out. I've seen that design a lot, but I didn't really know if it would work for my purposes or not.
And I don't use a ballon and I don't use a choke.
Roger, you said you're a tech?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you got 28.3 to 28.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Small
20
antenna.
So here's what I did when I was a tech. I happened to get it was actually a converted CB that had a lot of these old CBs had the clarifiers where you could turn the receive up and down. Well, a lot of them were converted. So basically, I had a converted CB that basically would do 28.3 to 28.5 with some gaps, but I could tune it in between. But anyway, so yes, I'm sorry. I'm boring the old farts.
Yeah, but he's got a G90, man. He's good.
What are you talking about? I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, it's like you're talking about modifying an old CB radio, like this.
It was converted to 10 meters.
No,
it was converted to 10 meters. It was awesome. I made loads of contacts on this thing, but some of the first contacts I made on this, I slapped it on my mom's kitchen table, built myself a little dipole, strung it out the window, and I'm talking across the U.S.
Yeah,
it was awesome. I mean, like an hour and a half, I was awesome. So I'm sorry that took a long time, but it's awesome. And homemade antennas are awesome, man.
See, when I was in tech, this is what you need to do to fix that, and you go register for the amateur radio license testing coming up December 3rd.
Agreed.
And then you fix that problem. And
but you know what?
Rogers,
you can't believe how many contacts I made from 28.3 to 28.5.
Yeah, that was back when 10 meters worked.
Well, that's true.
10 meters isn't going to work for a while.
Well, you'd be surprised. You put a call out on 28.4, you'd be surprised how many people you find.
Yeah, do it right now.
Any day.
and it's coming back.
It is starting to come back.
Coming back. We're in this.
I mean, that's what got me into. That's what got me into ham radio, and pursuing my license was the fact that I was doing skip on CB and sideband. You know, I mean, it's like that was it. I was living on the West Coast, and I was skipping out to Hawaii and a couple times out to Australia, and it was just awesome back then.
Nobody's going to beat John up for that.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
10 meters was wide open yesterday.
Yeah. I keep hearing about it being open.
Yeah,
See, I'm not totally wrong.
I heard that 29.6 Ken Azadoa heard a couple repeaters on 29.6.
Yeah.
So it's coming. 96. I think today's sunspot numbers were 96 and climbing.
Nice.
So this is the time to start putting stuff together. But don't feel bad about homebrew stuff because
and don't get hung up on all the Ballon stuff. I mean, it's nothing wrong with doing it and doing it right, but it isn't absolutely necessary to get out there and play.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot of conflicting information, so I really appreciate that. It's
church.
Yeah.
Well, and it's very similar to the tuner church. I mean, it's like you'll have some people out there who say you cannot use auto tuners. Well, you can or you can't. You decide on what you want to do. But for the most part, if you're close to resonant, and most radios it will work just fine.
That G90 has a good little tuner in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. There you go.
I've looked at the literature and thought about it myself.
Zygu G90 for those that aren't up on the game. That's a 20-watt radio, which is pretty darn respectable.
I just learned about a thing called a Ameritron.
Oh my God! No, run! I actually talked to a guy, or I was doing that ISS setup Saturday with one of the guys, and they just bought a G90. No, he's going to buy a G90. So he took his Yeasu and dialed it back to 20 watts and ran it through his amplifier that he had. And he said, "Oh, it worked out pretty well. 20 watts gave me 800, so I should be pretty happy with that G90." I thought, "Gee, many Christmas, you got to be kidding me." You take that little G90 and put it in front of an 800 watt amplifier. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I have a bonus coming in from work in March. I'm really considering it. That might be like, it seems like a thing you'd only buy once, you know, like I might upgrade the G90 eventually, but that's those, from what I've heard, those two amplifiers last a long time too. Like there's some that people have bought and still been around for years.
Yes. See, there's it right there. 1500 Meritron AL 1500, $2,700 pickup. Where do you have to go to get it? I've got one of those out there in the shop. Where's that? Where do we have to go pick it up? Come it, see details. Kleintronics. That's not me. Yeah, I've got one of those sitting out in the shop. But yeah, you get anxious. You got to put in 220 to get them to work. Is usually the problem.
Gotcha.
And of course, the significant
Asna, California. Anza,
California.
Yeah.
Oh,
where that's at?
It's down near San Diego.
Oh, that's a good time. Good place to go.
Yeah.
These little Italy amps are something to go look at. And this is what one of the guys Saturday was was one of these little linear jobs. But you know, I don't know. Amplifiers are another church thing. If you can't hear them, you can't work them, and an amplifier doesn't help your hearing.
Your money in antennas.
That's right, fair. Baby. Put your money and more stuff in the air. That's exactly right.
Antenna and feed line.
Yep. We were using 7/8 inch hardline Saturday to get stuff off into the building from the tower. That worked out pretty good. All righty. Well, good. I'm glad you got that thing, Roger, and glad you're listening on that. And you're going to be there December 3rd, right?
Yep. Yes.
I haven't seen you sign up yet, have you?
No, I have not. I will.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, am I still on for the 10th?
No.
12th, whatever.
Whatever is the right answer. 12th.
Okay.
One that what they had asked was to make sure we cover the D-Star side of the D-Rats when we're talking D-Rats.
Okay.
I don't know what you thought about, but
well, that'll be included. Yes.
Okay. I said I think it will be, but that's crazy. Yeah, that's you're actually on the big front page of the mighty w5nor.org site.
Ooh.
And I don't remember what I billed you, what I told you that you were going to lie to us about. Program on D-Rats at the December meeting. D-Rats is a communication tool that allows stations to communicate via D-Star radios using low speed data, DV data mode, packet radio, and the internet. I need to build a packet for that. Did you build a packet up for that?
We did not.
Oh, I've got 5 of those stacked up in the shop.
I mean, I can probably between now and then. I've got my KPC3. I could probably hook it up.
I doubt you and I could hear each other.
Yeah.
Oh, we could go through the Norman Digipeater.
We could do that too.
Is packet pretty big out there?
No.
It used to be, but not anymore.
Cell phones and stuff.
I don't think packet's pretty big anywhere.
Yeah, it's just I hear it's making a resurgence, but I don't know where.
I hope so.
I get a lot of questions about it.
Yeah,
I get a lot of questions. You could hit the Norman Digipeater, couldn't you? Our 300-foot monster.
I'm sure we could.
Because I'm 2.5 miles away from it, I can hit it with a baseball bat.
Is that a 1200 Digipeater?
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. Still got one?
Oh yeah, we it's on the same antenna as the 06. We put another set of cans on there, and just grab a separate receive down at the base.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And-
okay. Just
And
gotcha. On the
double
same
use it.
antenna.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's supposed to be for APRS, but you know what?
Was it 05 or 03 or 01?
39, 140.
Okay.
439, 539. What is that?
Yeah, which I know what you mean. If I ever end up down there with the packet set up, I'll let you know.
Yeah. See who's this AA5KD guy on the map here?
I don't know.
Okay.
Now, is that coming through your D-Star?
No, that's actually sitting on the FTM 400
Out in the garage?
in my room.
Oh, in here. Okay. Right in there.
Yeah.
I got a quick question for Duane.
Go ahead.
Hey, Duane, that 444 zero repeater that Ian is trying to get into, do you know it? I see it listed as a fusion dual mode. Do you know if it's been set up as a fusion as well?
I do not.
Oh, okay, I'm just curious.
I'm pretty sure it's a it's either a DR1 or a DR2.
Oh, okay.
I think, but I don't know if it's got an MMDVM board on it or any of
Who's-
that other stuff.
Whose is this? Which one is this?
MWC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, repeater book shows it as a dual mode. So I'm just curious. I can't reach it from. Well, not with my current setup.
Yeah, I don't know how they got it set up. I know I have a DR1X here at the house. It's on my tower. It's not very tall, but it's running a MMDVM board, and it runs. I can run in any of the modes if I want, but normally I run D-Star on a Yeasu Fusion repeater.
Okay. Yeah. So do you know anyone that's running one? Well, I'm sure. Yeah, as you said, you can run it. Okay, then you are running it that way. I was wondering if anyone was running a MMDVM based repeater, which was multi-mode, D-Star, DMR fusion kind and
Yes.
analog kind of thing.
I am at my house.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Is that an open? That's just your own personal repeater, or is that open?
It's open, but
okay.
I don't know how far it gets out.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
It's pretty much limited to like 20 watts, and it's running into a 6-element Yagi at about 20 feet.
Oh, okay. Oh, and so you're plugging it in through that and you said it's a DR1 based.
Yep.
Huh. I didn't realize those they opened the port back up there for you to do whatever you wanted to.
No, it's an older. It has not been modified. It hasn't been sent back to Yeasu. Once Yeasu modifies it for you, they screw everything up.
Yeah, that's what I understand. Oh, that's what I understand. Yeah.
So my DR1 is a very early one. It's probably at least 3 or 4 years old. But yeah, it's running an MMDVM board, and I normally run DMR and Fusion before, but now it's strictly D-Star.
Okay. Hey, thanks for the info.
Uh-huh.
$271 miles we hit W5UOK, whoever that is, in Buffalo, Texas, off of that APRS repeater. Leon County. Good gosh.
Hey, Mark, if I may bust in.
Yep.
Yeah, looking at some C4 FM radios, and I'm not sure that that's the way to go, but just since we've been discussing it. Okay, the FTM 400 is 5.5. The 300 is 439 or 419. But the 7250 mobile is 220, and what's, I don't see that any of them gets me any difference here, other than features.
The FTM 400 is the Cadillac. It's got the full color screen. The lower end one, which was the last one you said, the 20,
7250.
I don't know much about it. The 300 just came out, and it's got from what I understand, I haven't seen one, but the screen is not color. It's pretty small, but I've got two 400s and I love them. They're just a great radio. They're very solid.
But well, I guess my question is, are there any extra features other than appearance that would make those worthwhile?
I don't think that either the other two, the 400, you can you have to mount the control head remote. It doesn't fit on the radio itself. So the other two, I don't know if they're remotable heads or not. So
well, the 300 is right here. It looks like it's got a remotable.
Okay,
looks very similar. And what was the other one?
I'm thinking more like I'm thinking more like digital features are yes, no, maybe.
They're all the same, I think.
Okay, so the $220 one would probably get me on the air.
Yes.
Is that 7250? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the hamradio.com. The 7250 is 219.
Okay, it's not a remote head.
No, it's your basic mobile.
It's a single display.
It's your basic CB size basic radio mobile.
50, 25, and 5 watts. So the power is the same.
One thing to note is for the 7250, the ones with the segmented LCD. If you want to go into a room, you'll have to remember you'll have to remember the node or room numbers. Versus the 300 and 400, you can query the repeater, and the repeater will throw back to you, a readable English list of names and stuff like that. From what I understand. So the other one.
Thank you, sir.
From what I understand, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Let me check up on that. Although, considering where I want to go, I probably will hopefully know where I'm going to go.
Yeah, and that's I agree. I see what you're saying. If you're out searching for places, that's different than if you're aiming for someplace.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Indy or KC or OKC or Cleveland, wanting to talk to one of those four.
Yeah. If you're just keep in mind, if you're looking at the 400 in the used market, there are two different 400 models, the DR and the XDR. The original 400 has a GPS receiver that's a little slow, so it should come in, cheaper than the 400 XDR.
Okay, Roger, and that would be fine with me.
Yeah, but so there's something you could talk the price down on if you find someone selling the original 400 that has the less sensitive GPS receiver.
That's good to know, sir. Appreciate it.
I'm guessing there's probably some better filtering on the better radios. Is that a fair statement?
Yep.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Well, a guy who's got two of them would know.
Yeah, but if you don't have a 7250 and a 400 to compare,
yeah,
how can you say? Because really the base radio on these is about the same size. So physical filtering on a 2-meter 440 radio is kind of a non-event in my opinion. I mean, Yeasu figured that out 20 years ago.
Hey, boy, everybody's happy with that radio. If you spend $550 on a radio, you're going to be happy with it.
Well, I better be happy with it, but I'd be a lot happier with it if I spent $220 on a radio when I was really happy with it.
I spent $550 on a Linco VHF UHF many years ago.
Oh yeah, and that was the shiznit, let's just say.
Yeah. It was good stuff. Good stuff. Anybody else have any stuff?
And you know, and I also bought a 10-tech when it first came out. So hey,
I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, guys.
See you later, Wayne.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you guys. See you guys.
Nighty night.
Ken, are you good for tomorrow night?
Well, I'll be okay. We'll do something.
Okay. Oh, what do you mean okay?
That's encouraging.
A couple things haven't worked. Well, I got a hardwire connection for the little computer out here that was having trouble with the Wi-Fi. So that'll be a blessing.
You sounded good all night, so that's good.
So I think it'll be fine. I'm still fiddling with the slide set a little bit, but nothing major. We'll do good. It's a little hard to do the good stuff you can do in a classroom.
Oh yeah.
As far as demonstrations go, but I've got a couple things in mind that'll hopefully help a little.
Good.
We can see your whole head today.
Yeah.
Well.
We've got a technician class running Wednesday nights on Zoom, and we're recording those and putting them on the website at w5nor.org/tech. And Ken is on deck for tomorrow night's class.
I didn't realize I was going to get to do this just before Thanksgiving. I need a raise. I'd like twice as much as I'm getting.
We told you, and we said that the deal is that nobody's going to show up because it's the day before Thanksgiving. So then the price per person goes.
Yeah, no, twice nothing is better than just one nothing. I mean,
it's right.
So, I don't know. I think Ken ought to get paid double time for this one.
Oh, I'll give him 4.
I think so.
I'll give him 4x.
All right, I like him. That's
we'll start a bidding war for you, Ken.
Y'all are great.
But that'll go tomorrow. And then what we're doing is putting it out there for a class, and we're getting a lot of hits on the video stuff. Somebody, and I can't remember who it was, but somebody took the test last Saturday, and he said, "Oh, I ran the first 3 of your videos," and he said it helped me a lot, and I passed my test the next day. So they're starting to watch those videos online for the test, and they're kind of compact and get the job done. So spiffy.
I'm going to probably have 2 papers that I want to make available for download later.
Send them to me whenever you get them.
Yeah,
and I'll put them right on the screen like I did for.
I'll put them in the presentation, and we'll cover them there. I guess that's probably good enough, isn't it? Either way.
You tell me. I don't know what you're talking about. But like for instance, Ken had this Fallstad circuit simulator I put in there last week. And,
I saw that.
Uploaded some band plans. I've got up band plan stuff so we can get those downloaded if you want. But you tell me if you want a PDF separate, we'll just add a line and put it there. And if not, send me the slides.
We will address it probably during the presentation, but I'll send you a separate copy as an potential attachment or something.
I'll stick them up there.
What to do with that? So anyway, all right. Well, that's
good.
I'm guessing we're pretty much ready.
Good. Now who's next? I got to go knock on the door for the next one. Oh, Bill Lockett. He's all ready. We've done a test with him, so he's ready. Then Lee's ready, and got to go hit Galen. I don't remember hearing out of Galen, but good.
Anyway, I think I'm going to knock off and go.
I think it's a good idea.
Punch out a couple more slides for tonight. See you all tomorrow.
Very good. See you tomorrow.
I'll take care. Have a good,
Later.
good Thanksgiving,
Hey,
everybody.
have a good one.
See you guys later.
Alrighty. Hey, what's going to be the topic next week?
Of what here?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you want it to be?
Well, if I show up, I wouldn't mind talking about receive antennas.
Ooh. Like beverage type, those kind of things?
Sure.
Ooh.
What about active antennas?
Oh, yeah.
Active verticals?
Active or
because I've got one hell of a high noise floor here in Indy, and maybe just a active what 6 or 12-foot whip might do the thing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But just my 2 cents.
Well, Mark, you have that mini whip. You should put it up and then report back to us.
I should.
Well, hey, Peter, I actually have a kit. I actually have a little preamp kit to build me a mini whip. The problem is getting around to building the mini whip.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's probably, and I'm actually going to be in your town for the next 3 weeks, so I ain't going to get done here.
And Peter, you could compare your results with mine next week since you have the same damn antenna.
Oh, you guys both have active antennas?
Yeah.
I'll go find it.
Oh,
okay.
This is going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm way ahead of you because I can find mine. Let's see. We bought some of these. These little mini whip guys.
Oh, okay. I didn't buy a mini whip. I just bought an amp and a power inserter.
Yeah, but this is $25 and $10 shipping, and all you do is hook a
and so was mine.
And took a BN. Oh, I'm sorry. And then hook a BNC to some RG6 cable.
Oh, really? The 25 with the power inserter?
Right there. Look. Right there.
Shit. I'm sorry. Well, okay, but yeah, I was kind of looking for something. Well, that doesn't look like it's too damn bad. Yeah,
this is the one.
I was looking for something to stick on like a 6 or 8 foot whip. But
no, these are mini whips. This is a whole different thing. This is a patch antenna thing.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware.
Yeah, that's the whole.
That's the whole kit and caboodle there, right there.
All you need is a piece of coax. You need a BNC to BNC. I actually bought BNC to F connectors so that I can use cheap coax.
Yeah.
And then,
hey, can you throw that link in the show in the notes?
And this is
and that's already built. I don't have to put a case on it.
Right. And it should be the same as the one you're talking about, but
it's probably very similar.
But this one is the oh my gosh, what the heck link is that?
And it's basically a little. It's a mini plate antenna.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is from the guy.
The one in the Netherlands. Yeah.
This is the guy in Russia that puts these. Mine came in and I don't know what it was. Bounced all over. It went Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, and then finally got here. But
well, have you put it up yet?
No, it's what we're going to have some information next week, is what I've understood.
Okay.
But see, it's a little plate.
I'm interested in this. Yeah.
Well, you guys need to yank my chain next week. Then
now I'm hooking up.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm hooking up a web SDR server.
Okay.
And this is what a lot of the guys are running off of that, which my goal is to put it up and show how stupid this really is, but it may work.
I probably show how stupidly good it really is.
Yeah, I mean, I've been wrong before. I'm good with that. 10
Have
kilohertz.
have you been on the SDR and the? I'm trying to think of the. It's in the Netherlands.
20.
Was that it?
Yeah, and that's the guy that designed this. Is the guy that built the stuff for that station. I've got a rig all set up doing this. Just haven't put it on the internet yet. But these guys right here, 20.
Yeah. U20. U20 SDR. Yeah, that was the one. I think they're using like a 4x8 plate or something, inches or less.
This is, I don't know, inch by 3/4 inch by 2 inches, maybe.
Oh wow, that can't be that small, is it?
I mean, that's
well,
look at the pipe.
I can't exactly click on your pick and get it. Yeah,
No, yeah, clicking on my screen doesn't work. Nope, doesn't work. But I've got, that's probably, well, that fits in a 3/4 inch pipe right there. That's an SMA jack on this one.
Interesting.
But it's up to 30 megahertz, supposed to be really good receive. Now, it's not a better receiver antenna than a beverage kind of thing, if you understand what I'm saying. But but the idea here is wideband. So you put it on SDR and you can listen to all that nonsense.
Yeah.
I'll have to get that up and running. Did Peter run out? Oh, he's still there. This is on. You're on. We got a week, man. We could get this done. We could get this done. The idea is when you put this antenna up, this patch piece is supposed to be vertical. And you're supposed to have a big chunk of metal, and it's pretty non-technical like that, like a pipe or something that hangs off of this connector for a counterpoise. And you do not want any ground vertically above that connector. So the ground has to be below. If you don't stick it in a pipe, you stick something below it. And that's the counterpoise.
So how big of a pipe do they want for a counterpoise?
They don't say. They don't say. But like inch pipe, 2 feet long or something.
Yeah, I mean, do they want 2 feet long? Do they want it?
They're not.
Inches?
They don't really say. And that was going to be another thing I was checking out. Was I, put up just maybe a piece of 6-gauge wire, and let it drop down.
Because I would be interested to find out about that. To find out if that would work.
So what is your purpose to do this? Just a wideband receiver?
I want to. I have a SDR here that I want to.
There you go. Yeah.
Set up and just have a waterfall display so I can watch HF and when I do my contests and stuff.
This is supposed to be the berries. I mean, this is. That's supposed to be the right answer. I did see this little, where does it go? This little piece on the bottom is an amplifier.
Oh, okay.
So that amplifies the signal that comes down, and it's a power injector. So it takes your power and it zips it up the coax to the thing on top. The top is the active antenna. This is an amplifier. And somebody actually put in the comments, they said, well, this thing doesn't work worth a darn. If you put power to it, there's 15 dB more noise that comes down the signal, down the cable. It's like,
I wonder why.
it amplifies what it's given people. It was actually in the comments. I just went, oh, I'm going to quit listening to comments. This left side is the RF plus DC. So that would go up to the tower. Or up to I'm going to put mine on the edge of the roof, corner of the roof is where I'm going to put mine.
Right.
And then run down with some RG6 into the receiver.
Yeah.
I'm actually,
I've got some RG6 right now running up to I had it running up to a long wire, but the long wire fell in the wind. A branch hit my box. And the box it was attached to and broke it off my roof. So similar to what happened to that wire that a couple weeks ago that we were looking at.
Yeah.
So I got to go put it back up. But I was just wondering if how effective it actually is.
This is what they're suggesting for those SDRs, and I can't see how. I guess if I put up a 20-meter dipole, it's not going to be broadband. Is what the right answer is.
Yeah, yeah.
I put in the chat 2 links from the
that's the guy.
Netherlands Web SDR on grounding, how they ground their mini whip, and apparently the fundamentals of how it works.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Excellent.
Where's the ground? Does it actually? Or the counterpoise? Did you read it, Peter?
No. I read it, but I've just glanced through it. The second link goes to that one on specifically on grounding.
Yeah, but that's
they talk about an insulated mast. I'm trying to read through it real quick here.
Yeah, but we're talking about you need a counterpoise, and I don't know what that means. I don't know what the size. I was just going to put a chunk of pipe up there and see what happens.
Sure, that makes sense to me.
Hey, Mark, I'm going to boogie.
Hey, I appreciate you coming by, man. Really do.
No problem.
Thank you much.
See y'all later.
And see you for
Okay,
sure.
take it easy.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Thanks for the info.
You too.
You do the same, Duane. Thanks a bunch.
Absolutely, Duane. Yeah, let's see here.
I think I'm bowing out too, guys.
Third paragraph.
All right, Ian.
Hey,
nice
thanks,
to meet
you.
Yeah.
Hope we helped you out, and come back if you didn't, and go away forever if we did. No, that's not right.
Now you got to come back just to be here,
just to aggravate us.
I'm learning.
Good luck, man. If we can help you out, we're always here.
Cool. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Where were we? Grinding the mini whip and activated.
Yeah, the key supposedly in the third paragraph onwards about receives the potential difference between the metal plate and the ground connection.
Yep. So it looks like it wants a good ground right there. Okay.
Yeah. It almost doesn't even want a counterpoise. It just wants a
good ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, the piece I read, another piece I read was that they wanted a little piece of pipe around it. That's going right over my electric meter, so I can just drop a 6-gauge wire to the electric panel, and I'm done.
I've got the wire that I want to use as my receive is about 60 foot. And it's hooked up to a 75 ohm feed line, which from what I've read, you can use that and it'll be just fine.
Yes, unless you find somebody that has religion, and you have to listen to their diatribe.
Yeah. So
and if you do,
and I got the cable at the best price I could, which was free. So
yeah, I got about a mile of that stuff left over.
So I was going to use that feed line and the 60-foot cable and just throw it up over my roof as a semi beverage, as it were, because I can, and it's just basically for straight up for there you go.
And this is what I've done a lot of this radio RG6 stuff.
So you use it for your transmitting antenna also.
Yep, it's good for 500 watts.
Nice.
God, Bart, don't tell anybody that. They'll throw you out of the head community.
I understand. It's religion.
Especially the good RG6 satellite cable. It's awesome.
Yeah. And if you look at the loss figures, RG6 is in this column.
Mm-hmm.
And RG, I don't know. There's 9913. Let's look at that.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Very close to that. That's $1 a foot. The 9914. 9913. There it is. That's $1 a foot, and it's you're a little bit better at 700 megahertz. Who's doing that?
I'll take the hit on the impedance mismatch. You know.
Yeah, and
good point.
You're looking at if everything is bad, by specs, it is a 1.5 to 1 mismatch. But the problem is a half wave dipole is 72 ohm load. Here, I got it here. Half wave dipole above ground is 72 ohm load. So you're already changing 50 ohm cable to 75 ohm dipole, and you're not spazzing out there. Why would you spaz about?
Well, I've heard of people using it for feed line, and I was actually considering doing it. I might, and now that you're showing all me these numbers, I may adjust.
Don't tell anybody is all I'm going to tell you. That's the biggest part. Now I've got 99. I've got the LMR stuff, spool of that out there in the shop. But that RG6 stuff is at the link I just put in the chat. But
right.
But if you're starting out, man, and it's quad shield, it's good stuff. We ran it says a 250 foot segment at field day.
Yeah,
and it ran just fine. Loss figures at 10 megahertz were 1.5 dB, slightly lower than the 2.5 dB of RG8X, or 4.5 of RG58.
Yeah.
So that's 250 foot chunk.
That's a big run also.
Yeah. We put that antenna way out in the field.
Yeah, I've got a quarter, well, not even that. I've got 55 to my antenna. Only because I have to freaking run across one side of my yard and up and then across the other side of my yard, to my vertical. So I'm not real concerned with that too much. If it's the thing that antenna matches, so that's. But that's good to know.
Yeah, that's okay. Peter, you're on. We're gonna have to bust hump. We got a week. I got to put my. It won't transmit. I was gonna say I'll put the whisper on it, but that won't work. Put the SDR on it, one of the SDRs, and let them listen. See what happens. Well,
that sounds like a plan.
Spiffy. Carl, you got anything else going on?
Nope.
Thanks for jumping into the Midwest City. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Programming handy talkies.
What's type?
The Bunts HD1.
Oh, I like those.
There's a bunch of people that have been buying them, and it seems like they figured out that I know something about them, and so.
Oops.
Programming a bunch of them.
Send me a code plug, and I'll put it on the web for you if you got a good code plug.
I already gave you a code plug.
Oh, okay. Is that the one that's out there? Are you still using that one?
No.
Well, send me another one.
That's that's about. I gave you all kinds of stuff, firmware updates, and anyway, all that stuff's way outdated now.
Well, time for you to send me something, and I'll update it.
Okay.
I'll do the firmware, but if you got anything, just send whatever you got, and I'll update it out there. Yeah, it's been a while. That's a good little radio. I would probably say that the GD77 is the best cheap radio, and the Alliance is the best radio. Good display.
Anytone 878.
That's the one I was thinking of. It's the same code base, isn't it? No? That 878 is the best radio out there. I agree.
I'm just throwing the number out.
I agree.
Peter, you don't happen to have one of those 878s, do you?
Yeah, that's what I'm running.
Have you had it for long?
About a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The only thing I really don't like about it is that the receiver overloads. It's not the best receiver, unfortunately, or maybe I just had a bad what do you call it? I had a bad copy. Anyway, I finally found it, but see, I was missing this. Got my camera on. Thought I'd show you guys the. Got some vinyl stickers for a separate keypad for, since we're talking about listening on the SDR. That's the custom keypad for.
Oh
SDR.
yeah. That's the SDR remote control.
Yeah.
Software defined radio.
It's basically a what do you call it? It's basically one of those, and then I got what do you call it? I got vinyl stickers for it.
Did you reprogram it?
Yeah, well, you know, each one is a macro, or you can bind key binding to the program itself.
Cool.
Hello, Mr. Harris. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing well. Are you studying for your test for your class?
I have been. Had a question. I know I'm
There you
not
go.
supposed to be looking at this yet, but since it's Black Friday, I just wanted your guys' opinion.
He's in our tech class, so he's studying ahead. Go ahead.
Just curious about because I guess since repeaters make a difference on what kind of handheld ham radio to get, I was wanting to know what your guys' opinions might be for this area.
Where do you live at? Where's your location?
Okay, I live off 100 northeast 108th and Tecumseh Road, just north of the lake.
108th and Tecumseh Road. Well, shoot, that's just 3 miles north of our repeater, which is at 72nd, and
I know where that is.
72nd. Yeah, that's by your house, isn't it? Your old house. Timberline is where you were, right?
Yeah, that's up here by here. Yeah.
Yep. That Don was out there. There's the Scars repeater is at 72nd and Alameda, so it's really close for you. Anything will work.
That communication tower that's from the city that's in the Falls Lakeview Park is right behind my property. So I don't know if that makes a difference on interference or whatever, but it's there.
It shouldn't. They're all higher frequencies.
Okay.
Gigahertz range, so they shouldn't have anything there. That's, if it is, they got a problem, and I don't think they will.
Okay, well, just ask.
But you can get away with the cheap stuff. You know, a little cheap radio is $25, and you can hit that repeater without any problem. Or there's the digital mobile stuff, DMR.
I'd rather not start. I'd kind of like to go kind of mid-range.
Okay.
To start with, because I don't want to grab one and then 6 months decide I need another one.
You came at the right time. Peter, hit it with your 878.
No, I won't say the 8. Go with the club's GD77. That's pretty good, especially now there's the open software. But yeah, on the east side near the lake, you should easily be able to reach. There's a DMR repeater. East side, it's still up, right, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't used it in a while, so that'll give you the option to link out to other repeaters.
What did you say it was?
The GD77, that's what the club has.
We've got them for $75. The next one up is this 870. Is it 878? That's yours, Peter?
Yeah.
This is kind of high price for it.
I'm not too sure what the prices on the 878 is at the moment. But
It
yeah,
shows-
with Black Friday, you know, HRO and a couple of others, they all should have pretty good deals. Well, not on the GD77.
Yeah, this GD77 is the radio that a lot of us have. I mean, we buy them 20 at a time to sell them to people. So we get a pretty good price on them. But that's download. This radio is a digital mobile radio, so it'll let you talk to the digital towers, and it will do the FM radio, so it'll let you do the analog stuff. And they're just good little radios to have. You know, even if you go get something really nice later on, they're, you know, having 2 or 3 of these laying around is a good thing.
Who are they made by?
This is a company called, well, it's all Chinese. All this stuff comes from Chinese. Radioddity is the one that makes this one. Let me find a place and I'll put it in the chat here.
Yeah, so you probably hate to, you know, it's going to be the start, but definitely going to be you'll end up with more than one HT. So we were just talking about the GD77 and the 878. Those are DMR HTs, and I think that the 878 that I used, it's running around 200. And just before you came in, I was a little disappointed with it, with the receive performance. So, you know, if you're within a good signal range, it works fine. But and on digital, you know, it isn't much of a problem. But if you're coming down to weak signal and stuff like that, it's a little frustrating compared to the big tree. So if you look around Yeasu, ICOM, Kenwood, I don't think you'll go wrong with any of those that might be on sale this Black Friday. I'm kind of biased towards the Yeasu. I like the some of the functionality that they have on the handy talkies that they have compared to Kenwood and ICOMs.
Is that a problem with being around using DMR repeaters? You can't use that, can you?
No, not yeah. You can't use it. You can't use any of the big three with the amateur radio HTs that they offer with DMR. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
Kenwood. I mean, DMR is. Didn't ICOM have a DMR, or Kenwood have a DMR?
Yeah, but that's why the qualifier was amateur radio. You could buy the commercial side. You could get, you know, we were just talking about it an hour earlier. If you have a hotspot later on, and if it's the digital mode is something you're into, if you get the Fusion, if you get one of the FT2 or FT3 HTs or even FT70, you can use it on a hotspot to cross mode it to DMR as well.
I think you're getting above my level right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, it's the ICOM has their own digital mode. Yaesu has their own digital mode, and then there's DMR.
Right. That's why I was asking the question about that. I was been doing a little bit of research on the repeaters and which ones go with which ones, and it looks like the DMR is the most prevalent in this area. But the Yaesu and ICOM are not necessarily compatible with that.
If I may make a comment, I think you're going to find that analog good old voice FM is going to be the thing you're going to want to start with.
Okay.
DMR is a big draw.
Oh, hush. Yes. I mean, we all started with the old analog voice FM. There's a billion of analog voice FM repeaters out there. I think that GD77 looks like a real heck of a good deal.
Yeah, we got them for $75 is what we'll have them for.
And Mark saved me one.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
curious.
Pick one up next week.
I'm curious how does it match up to the GD77 match up against the TYT UV what is it, 380? 390.
Better battery life.
Oh, yeah.
Better
okay,
battery
got it.
life. Yeah, better battery life.
More memory.
More memory. I mean, I can't think of anything that the GD77 doesn't win on. Can you, Peter?
Yes, I can. On the original MD380, which is discontinued, that's a genuine dual conversion front end receiver versus the everyone else using a direct conversion. But it's UHF only, so.
Right. But the UV380 is a dual band. Analog and DMR.
DMR.
So
I believe that is. Why it's better? I'm not too sure. Have they ported? Mark, do you know if they ported Open GD77 to the UV380?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So the other thing is the availability of that alternate firmware that people are that hams are working on.
Right. And I don't know if the MD380 tools works on this radio.
Yeah.
No, it will not.
UV380.
No, it does not on the new one.
It didn't surprise me, but
they blocked it on the.
Oh wow!
Actually, the second generation or third, one of the next hardware generations, they blocked some alternative software. Is what we're talking about. Is
right.
You can load up some extra software, but that GD77, I can't think anything. I mean, I have a couple of them, and they just run.
Right. I'm just wondering about how much memory space does that GD77 have?
It's 70. If you use the open software, I think it's 72,000 stations or something. It's crazy.
Way more than you need.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that gives you the digital stuff, which for $25 you get the FM stuff that's local, and then for $75 you get the GD77, which gives you the digital mobile radio, and you can literally pick up a talkie, and you can talk to somebody in Germany or Ireland or wherever you want to talk to. Over the internet, and it's so cool.
Sounds good.
I'm curious, how is the GD77 as a general analog radio compared to a $25, $30 Bofang?
I think it's better.
I would
have a better receiver.
But...
That's a good. I don't know that answer.
The receivers are better on the well, at least on the TYTs, the MD 380.
Yeah,
series.
and the GD77 is going to be equal to that. So
yeah, I've had some. I haven't had any Bofangs, but I have some cheap TYTs, and
I have some.
They were okay,
but I have some Baofangs, but they are what they are. I mean, they're not really good radios. But I do have a MD380, and I have the UV380, which is the dual band analog DMR radio.
Yeah, I was tempted to buy a UV380, but this looks like a good deal for me.
The UV380.
This one, the GD77, is making me regret that choice.
The UV380 has been kind of wacky to program, and I don't remember what was the goofiness on it.
Well, you can't use a MD380.
Yeah, that's what it was.
A code plug with the UV380.
That's what it was.
Because basically what I did is I created a UV380 code plug, and when I tried to transfer it over to the when I limited all the UHF channels or VHF channels and try to convert it to an MD380 code plug, it had no code. It would not work. It's like it stunned my radio.
Yeah.
So Mark, no, sorry. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, and it wouldn't work the other way around. So I couldn't program for an MD380 and try to convert it to a UV380. It just wouldn't work. So that I know that's one of the fun things about it. But I was just wondering how it compared, and I'm looking at these, and I'm not real impressed with the TYT compared to this one. So
yeah, they're I've been really happy with those GD77s. They're good, well built machines. You can whack, use them as a hammer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Compared to the little $25 radios, you get a lot more for your money.
Yeah.
Now, is there a better radio? Yeah, there's a better radio, but not for $75.
Sure. Yeah, in the $100 range, $100 or sub $100 range. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
Does that help? Does that help you a lot?
But I'll cry less if I drop my Baofangs in water than I would if I drop my my DMR radios in water. That's for sure.
Yeah,
even if it is $100.
Yeah. Yeah, like my EFJs. Or
does that help you any
my
to get
fat wings?
Does that help you anything to get a radio story, or what are you thinking? Or we just blow you out?
Actually, Mark, I'm thinking I want 2 of those GD77s now. One for me and one for the boss.
All right.
Or maybe just 2 for me.
That'll work.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I was just wanting some ideas because there's a lot of options, and but I knew I was limited as far as digital goes on the repeaters that we have around here, and I wanted to make sure I got something that was going to work.
We just spent 3 hours talking about a Yeasu version, which is a different one. And
right.
But as far as something for a new person to get their feet wet, the DMR is the right answer. You're right. It is ubiquitous, and it's the one that wins for that kind of stuff. But if you're playing around, you can play with anything. But
it's guaranteed. If you're a ham and you're into it, if you really get into it, you're going to buy a DMR radio. You're going to enjoy it for a while, and then you're going to look at some other boat and go, "Ooh, yeah, I want that radio."
but have you been out there on the repeaters, at least analog, and talking to people?
No, he's getting he's in the class. He's in the class.
I'm in the class.
Oh, he's still in the class. Well, let's get him something that's also going to work extremely well on analog, because that's where, at least to me, 95% of my talking to people is.
Yeah, you are. But the world has changed.
Well, crap.
Okay, I just gotta ask, Don, what repeaters are you talking on that you're actually finding people on in Indy?
Well, actually none lately, because I haven't been on the radio in a few months. But
okay, all right.
But I intend to come down and annoy the hell out of you guys next week.
Come on down, but make sure you bring
the Oklahoma guys, not you, John. But
he's going to be gone. He'll be on the beach.
So I'll be on the beach. It'll be all right.
Well, which beach are you going to be?
I'm going to Destin.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to be half a mile from the water. And if we get quarantined, at least I can see the water.
Well, I'm going to be about 3 miles from. I'm going to be about 10 miles from the Scars repeater. So.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
See, but you're going to be about a mile from a digital mobile radio, DMR repeater.
Yeah, I think yes. I'm thinking looks like there's a DMR up right there on West OKC.
Yep, or the north.
Which is why I'm going to need to hook up with you and get that radio.
that you're suggesting nobody needs.
Well, hey, and everybody tells me CW is a fallback. I'm not a CW guy, but to me, FM is the fallback. Yeah. So there you go.
Well, I mean, it is that's a good point. I missed the code test when I was getting my license, but hey, now I'm interested in learning it, so I'm trying to learn it.
Yeah, oh no, it's good to know. And when the feces hit the fan, that's probably what's gonna get through. But you know, yeah, I'm when the internet goes down, DMR goes down. Well, it may go down. Actually, DMR through a repeater won't go down.
Nope.
No.
But and I'm all for technology. My goodness, I work with technology.
Right.
How could I not be?
So do I. I totally understand. But yeah, no, lowest common denominator is going to be FM. But you know something, that's just another mode.
But yeah,
I mean, ultimately it comes down to another mode. It's another mode.
A lot of it comes down to me not wanting to spend the money on the stuff. But now that the cost has come way down.
Well, there is that. I mean, I'll be honest with you. When I came back into the hobby a couple of years ago, no, it's been 5 years now. 5 years ago, I was amazed at how much radios cost, how cheap they were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Even the Kenyacoms.
What Don's going to pay for a battery for one of his older radios, you can buy that GD77.
Well, you know something,
what I could pay for 2 batteries. Yes.
I spent almost as much for my HF radio as I did for my single mode 2-meter mobile radio.
Yeah. Wow.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I don't even want to talk about how much I paid for Union Bin 2610 back when they were new. But they were like $250, $350, probably close to $300. Yeah, they were about $299. And you know what? I talked all over Europe with that freaking thing on 10 meters.
Mm-hmm.
What you might think about looking at for Friday would be like antennas that would go with it, or speaker mics or something like that makes you happy. Those are the kind of things that usually go on sale pretty good.
Yeah, well, if you want that big, another one actually to consider is
Peter, we had it all settled and was done, and then you show up. What the heck?
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah. Always have to throw something else in there. But seriously, think about if you're looking for the Black Friday deals, consider a dual band mobile. Because as much as that would get you, next to the HT, if you need to get out and stuff like that, that 50-watt dual band mobile is gonna.
What's our dual band mobile of choice then?
Well, who brought up the 7250? That's 220.
I did. Yeah, it looks like an awesome deal.
Exactly. If it goes down to, it might go down to 190. If it goes down to 199, that's a pretty neat.
Ooh, that's a good. But
that's not DMR at that point.
Camradio.com's already usually bottom line, but who knows?
So, Ken, how are you going to operate mostly? You going to be working? Are you going to be using the radio at home? Are you going to be mobile? Do you want to walk about? What are your thoughts?
Again, I'm new at this. Everybody talks about starting out with an HT, so that's kind of what I was looking at. But I'm like I said, I'm open to whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
that's why I'm talking to you guys to get some wisdom.
No, I understand.
I started off with an HT. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Around. So.
And the big thing is you try it for a while and then you'll learn what you want to do, what you want to play with, what you want to work on, and what works well for you and what doesn't. And
right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, as I think Peter's agreeing with me that Yeasu FTM 7250 on hamradio.com. And if you need me to repeat that so you can write it down, I will. That is a screaming deal for a 2-meter or for a dual band radio, even if it didn't have digital.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that again?
That is the Yeasu, Yaesu, which is one of our big three, which is Kenwood, Yeasu, Yacom. We call Ken Yacom as a joke. Foxtrot Tango Mike -7250.
Okay.
And now it's 1750 DR, but if you Google that, you'll find it. Or just look at, but the store is hamradio.com. It's ham radio outlet, which in my experience has generally the cheapest prices of any of the online stores out there.
Okay.
And they usually give you free shipping.
Good.
On anything over about
handheld?
$25 or $50.
This is a handheld?
No, this is a 50-watt mobile radio.
Oh, mobile. Okay.
So this is something you're going to want to put in the car, or if you're going to put it in the house, you're going to want to pick up a power supply. So I would definitely pick up a handheld first.
Right.
But definitely consider this as a second. And as Peter said, keep an eye on this because it might go down 10 or $20 for Black Friday. HRO's prices are dirt cheap anyway, and I don't know that they will, but it's certainly worth watching.
Right.
Yeah, and look around. Sometimes you can get better deals elsewhere, but yeah, HRO usually stands by their warranties real well.
Yeah,
so.
$220 for a dual band radio, even if it's not digital, is a steal.
That is true. That is true.
Especially if it's a Yeasu.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something you can stick under the dash in your car or your pickup truck or whatever you drive, and stick a nice dual band and nice dual band antenna on it, and be very happy.
Okay, let's not go tossing down the rabbit hole of how to mount it in the vehicle when we're here all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got one in my truck at the moment. So.
Oh my God, it's 10:15. All right, everybody got a last.
But if I work it right, I'll at least have something plugged into the cigarette lighter when I come down next week.
Very good.
I was going to ask another question about the